it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling. And I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I said I'm hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Hooked on a feeling.
MoreLikeRadio.com. It's our duty to entertain you. I said duty.
Warning, listening or viewing the Sully Show in large quantities could result to having the following in no specific order.
Shenanigans, pure stupidity, anal leakage, bleeding from the ears, melting eyes, internal bleeding, loss of brain cells, delusions of invincibility, delusions of grandeur, loss of dignity and no balance, imagined gains in height, fitness, and sexual prowess, inability to correctly judge sexual appeal of yourself or others, and athlete sports.
Audience participation is welcomed. If not, screw you! Thank you for listening.
Broadcasting live from Bristol, Connecticut, it's The Sully Show. Starring Adam, J.T. Hollis, and the man who controls it all, Sully.
Oh, well, yeah, I try to control it all anyway. Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Sully Show here on More Like Radio and Twitch.tv/accidentalpunch. Yeah, that's how we roll. That's how we roll, folks. How we roll. Welcome. It's another day, another battle, and all good things that will never come to an end because we're here. That's right. That's right. With me in studio, my man Adam, which apparently did not load up the right way, so I have to add your camera.
It's okay.
Because
No worries. They call it a week or so. I can see I'm already being replaced.
Oh, wait a minute. It's going to get better because you know, with you know, you being here, you know, we got JT in Granger, Indiana, and his video's not showing up either for some reason. There's JT.
There's a big C on
No,
the screen.
it's not you, man. It was me.
What's going on there? Is this the letter C? What? Oh,
there he is.
Sully, screwing things up.
Oh my God!
the Sully effect in full
Oh
effect at record
no!
time.
Honestly, it's all my fault. I'm not gonna lie. It's my fault that nothing was on because I was stupid and didn't capture the window like I was supposed to. So, but you know what? At least I can, take the blame.
At least he's honest about it.
Exactly, I'm honest about it.
This is a real shithole place to work right now. I have to tell you right now. I've
Knew
seen
you were going
better
that way.
studios in Haiti than I have here in Bristol, Connecticut.
I knew you were going to go that far.
I knew it. Knew it. We waited all week to use that.
What a way to start off the show, folks.
Well, we have started off the show worse.
That is true, JT.
Do you remember the 2-hour show? We basically called it like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was like an hour and 30 minutes in, yeah.
And they're like, what's the point at this point?
Why did we do this to ourselves?
Like, why are we even here at this point?
What's wrong?
I mean, I ask that every week, but...
Well, that's true.
Well, yeah. I can't argue with that one either, Adam.
That is true. I mean, we do have issues. Major issues. At least I always do. Anyway, come on into the chat room. Go to morelikeradio.com/live or twitch.tv/accidental punch. That's where the wonderful group is right now. And I do want to say hi to everybody that's in the chat room right now. We got my main moderator, Kevin. He's there. He's the one that will bring down the band hammer while we're doing the show. Of course, JT and Adam and myself are in there. And we also have Amanda. Amanda's back for today. We also have Vin, our main man, Vin. He has been very loyal over the last 2 months? 3 months since he
Vince just nailed it.
Until he gets a girlfriend, and then
once he gets to
which we understand. You know, listen,
I do agree.
Well, Vin just nailed it though. He said gluttons for punishment.
It's true.
You're welcome.
We can't argue with that. I also want to say,
are we the gluttons for punishment, or is he?
I think it works both ways.
They are.
Okay. All right. That makes
we're
sense.
beyond the point of being a glutton for punishment because we've been doing this for too long.
Very true. Very true.
So that's out of that's out the window. But I also want to say, I'm not sure if she's listening yet, but I do want to say hello to my 10-year-old daughter Cammie, who is supposed to be tuning into the show tonight.
Yay! Yay! So we do we have to be good?
No,
because. I mean, the prep sheet is full, and we got a lot to talk about today.
We don't have to be good. I gave her fair warning. I told her that we try to keep it PG-13.
Okay.
And I also had her ask her mother.
Oh, okay.
So we have we supposedly, she is a 10-year-old kid. Supposedly we have the permission from the mother for her to check out the show too. So
very cool. Very cool. So thank you for giving her permission to check out the show. I appreciate it.
Great. I feel like it's Megan's Law. We're sex offenders. Yeah, you're allowed to go to the sex offender house.
You're allowed to go next door and play if you're home by 8 o'clock.
Yes.
No pedophiles, please.
And of course, everybody in the chat room is saying hi to the little lady. So there you go. 10-year-old.
Thanks, guys.
10-year-old daughter. That's awesome. Also, if you're having trouble watching us on Twitch, twitch.tv/accidental punch. That's where you can interact with everybody. You can sign up. You can follow us. You can subscribe to us. It's awesome. You are also getting us free on Periscope, which goes right to Twitter. So if you're not following us on Twitter at The Sully Show, do it, just in case you have issues. And you can also watch us on Ustream and YouTube. Go to youtube.com/accidental punch, and you can watch us there as well, which is, I don't know, in my eyes, pretty damn cool.
One of the funniest things that's ever been said on this show.
What, that we can actually do things multiple and not have anything go...
No. That remains to be seen. But
that's true.
No, the funniest statement ever said on the Sully Show was, if you have issues.
If you have issues.
I think you're counting their chickens before they hatch.
I am. But at least I'm honest about it.
I'm stating fact, not fiction, so.
At least I'm honest about it. You know? I mean, you know, it is what it is. Vin wants to know, hang on, when did you turn into Steve McQueen?
Well, he said, pop quiz, hot shots.
Oh.
Coolest man who ever lived. Go.
Me.
And I said, me.
Yeah, me.
And then he asked, when did I turn into Steve McQueen?
Actually, I'm not cool. I'm awesome. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Just putting it out there.
Better to be cool than
I'm sorry,
awesome.
where's the toot your own horn button? I don't see that. There you
go. That's a manual thing, Adam. There's no button for that.
Oh, come on. I could try. Just saying.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Friggin' toot,
No.
you do.
Yeah, I can. I could try.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the way it goes.
Well, it's
Don't
funny
you
because I saw a thing the other earlier today actually that LeBron James had put up while he was riding in a car and talking about don't be afraid to fail at something because that is how you advance yourself. So we are advancing ourselves big time because we're failing at shit left and right.
Oh God, yes.
So.
Oh God, yes. I mean, I fail at every 30 seconds. I feel like I'm a failure. So I must be destined for something great.
Hey, you and me both, man. you and me both.
So how's your week been?
I see what's going on. No, it's been a good week. I've been working, almost done with the 2.6 calf patch that I've been working on. It looks really, really cool. Otherwise, it's been a pretty quiet week so far. We're dealing with all the we just got done with a system snow event, and now we got lake effect coming in right on the back side of that. So, same old, same old. How about you?
Same old here. Yeah, keeping busy and everything. We got snow coming in tomorrow, so that'll be fun to have to deal with that. But
there you go. How was the anniversary dinner?
Oh, it was good. It was good time. I wish I could have been here, but I think my wife would have been a little upset if I would have said, "Sorry, honey, we can't celebrate our 2-year anniversary. I got to do the show."
Exactly. Well, and that's always been a Sully show rule from the start. Family comes first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless it's the rest of my family, and then this show comes first.
Well, yeah.
I don't really like it.
By family, we mean like the wife,
the
kids, maybe the mom and dad. But beyond that point, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Actually, are my second cousins worth missing doing my show tonight for? No, probably not.
Pretty much. I mean, I would even say close relatives like parents for me.
Right.
Godparents, people that donated kidneys to me. Sure. I mean, they're all on the list.
How many kidneys do you have now, by the way?
I got 2, but they're already on lockdown because my wife's already claimed them. So when we got together, that was part of the agreement, is that she gets my kidneys and I get her liver because I drink too much and she doesn't drink. And she has kind of a kidney thing, so eventually at some point she may need a kidney. So, she's got me. She's got to stick with me if she wants that kidney ready to go.
Right, and well, you kind of got to stay with her too because she's got your balls locked down too. So,
yeah. I mean, once you get married at that point, you just basically sign the deed over to your testicles. You bring them out a few times a year for ceremony, dog and pony show. Maybe you get to talk a little smack in front of the boys, and then you pop them right back into the safe.
Yep, back into the jar.
Yep.
Back on the top of the billboard, or on the back of the headboard there and everything. I hear you, man. But you got to remember, I've been married 3 times.
Yeah, you have been married. I talk about that to people that are like, oh, they're like, why'd you get married, later in life? And compares to a lot of people for the first time. And I said, listen, when you come from my dad got married 3 times and you saw the shit show that happens, you're like, I'm good. I've learned my lesson. I'll just go ahead and wait on this one. I've seen all the crazies. I know the signs.
Yeah. Yeah, and you do. I mean, just like anything else, you learn as you get older. You learn from the mistakes that you see your family and your friends make and stuff like that. And, it's definitely one of those where you sit there and say, you know what, I'm going to hold my own beer while I watch these stupid people.
Oh, God, yes.
And you figure out all the things that you want to keep an eye out for while you're dating somebody. And as soon as one of those things happen, it's like, okay, hey, she's out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, I regret
nothing. I regret nothing.
Oh, no, I regret a lot of things. I do regret getting married as young as I did, but I felt like I was doing the right thing because I had 2 kids, Yeah. So I wanted to be the man and do the right thing and all that crap. But when I met Kay, when we were first dating, we got onto the subject of her marriage and my marriages and all that crap. And I told her straight out, I said, I'll tell you what, if I ever get married again, it will be the last time.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it works out or not, it will be the last time.
I actually wanted to work into our vow. Like we're gonna do vows, but Jen was like so nervous, so she didn't want to do vows. But I actually was gonna try to work in it until the speech when like, you know, the only way out of this marriage is out of a pine box or a hitman I get on Craigslist. So.
Right. Yeah, but that's where you turn into the Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You know, where you're both freaking assassins, and you know, anybody who's seen the movie knows the big fight and everything. And hey, JT made a movie reference.
Oh, I know. It's creepy.
The show is definitely coming to an end.
Why isn't this working?
Amanda, I don't have children she asked about if I had children. I don't. I do have a fur child right now.
3.
So at some point I will have a bundle of my own at some point to pass on
in the future.
In the future.
It's not a big rush. I mean, you're still young.
I'm young-ish, you know.
Well, we're not as old as JT.
Yeah. Well, I mean, JT's had kids though before for a while. So
very true.
You and I are at that same 37-year-old phase where
I'm proud of it.
It's kind of like you're in between. Like you're like, okay, I've done some stuff. I'm more mature. I would be a better parent for it.
I'm more mature.
Hey, we can dream.
More mature than 25. I'll tell you that.
We can dream, right?
I had kids, you know, and my third youngest is 22.
Woo!
So, you know.
And your fourth is 10.
Yeah, my fourth is 10.
Good luck, kid. Yeah. Good luck.
Talk about a gap.
Well, hey, the other 3 made it. You know, I think she'll be all right.
Who posted the link the wrong way on the show prep sheet?
I don't know. It was probably me. I'm not gonna. I just saw it real quick and popped it on there. So
yeah, I got brownie points from.
It's
Amanda.
okay. Just copy paste, buddy. It's okay. You got that.
No,
You got that.
I just shrunk everything down for you. There you go.
Well, it's funny is we went.
We got a lot to talk about today. Holy crap!
Yeah. So we went the other day on a basically couples. I would call it couples date.
Aww.
And it's always funny when you go out with another couple and then you realize just how good your relationship is or how bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Because we went out and it was like we had like a telepathic conversation, and I'm like, wow, they are a train wreck.
You're doing the Big Bang Theory, whose relationship is better thing in your mind.
Where they were at the restaurant for Valentine's Day.
You come back and you're like, I feel better about that fight we had 2 weeks ago.
You know, and it's funny. Yeah, I can tell you guys right now. Listen, the key to a healthy relationship is you have to fight. And I'm not talking like, you know, every day. If you guys...
Like Fight Club fight?
No. That would just be bad.
Because Christy would take you.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And you know what? I will let her, by all means, because I probably deserved it. No, my big thing is, if you don't fight in your relationship, there's something wrong.
Yeah, somebody's hiding something. Actually, both of you are hiding something.
Right.
And that means you got no passion. You gotta have passion. You got no passion. You got to be able to disagree about stuff.
And I can tell you right now, and this is breaking the fourth wall. This is me going out. Kevin says Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. However, if I finish her, I'm going
finish him.
Yeah. If we finish her, we're going to jail for about 35 years.
Dusty.
I'm gonna have another wife in jail, or I'm gonna be somebody's wife in jail.
Bubba.
Depending on how big they are.
Bubba come after you.
Yeah.
He come after you. Just don't drop the soap, you know?
God, no.
Whew.
That's the only reason I don't commit crimes is I do not want to go to jail and get raped. That is the only reason.
I mean, that's to me, that's the sign of a perfect, healthy relationship. If you guys don't argue with each other or nitpick or anything like that, there's something wrong. Really.
At least a couple of times a week you hear, what the hell is this here for?
Right.
Or something along those lines. If you hear that once or twice a week.
My favorite, and this is the truth, okay? Did you do this yet?
Yep.
Nah, forgot.
Totally slipped my mind.
I forgot. I'm
take
sorry.
Care of it right now.
No, you know what? No, I'll do it when I go downstairs. I never end up coming downstairs. Yeah, and this is true. Last night, now, mind you, my wife made a very delicious chicken parmesan in the crock pot. It was good.
Okay, it was good. What again?
Chicken parmesan, and she did it in the crock pot. The only difference is instead of cooking the breadcrumbs on the chicken. You fry the breadcrumbs in just a regular skillet. You fry it over so it's nice and golden brown, and then you take the breadcrumb and you just sprinkle it all over the plate.
Oh, we got to trade recipes because Jen does this lasagna skillet in this pan. Oh my god!
Oh, I can't wait to try that.
Yeah,
we should do a cooking show.
Meatloaf in a slow cooker is good.
Yeah,
too.
We should do a cooking show.
Seriously, like Julia Child just turned into the show. Oh, just get the turkey here.
I got a friend who wants to do a cooking show. He's a chef.
Those are the best. Although it never it's kind of like those do-it-yourself shows.
Well,
it never turns out the way you think it's going to turn out.
His idea,
it would be like the cooking segments on the Today Show.
Yeah,
true. But his idea was this: cooking for the poor man.
Yeah,
that's how he described it.
I'll have the number 3.
And can you supersize that, please? It's our
anniversary.
I like messing with like McDonald's and order like when I go to McDonald's, I'm like, yeah, and I order the stuff from like the Burger King menu.
Yes,
and I'll have the chickens.
I have the. Can I get some onion rings?
I'll tell you what. I used to.
Can I get the Whopper?
I'll tell you what. I used to work at Burger King, and I worked the drive-thru, and I had a couple people that would come through on a weekly basis and try to do that.
Nice.
And they would order it, and I would order the thing closest to what we had on the menu.
Really?
Yeah. And I had this one guy come through, and he ordered a bunch of stuff, and I rung it all up, and I said, "Well, your total comes to $23 and something cents. Please pull up to the window."
Nice.
And he pulled up to the window, and he's like, "How the hell did you get a price on that?" I said, "Well, you ordered a Big Mac, so I ordered you a double Whopper Junior or a double Whopper Junior with cheese and blah blah. Ran the whole list." And he's just sitting there looking at me with a shocked look on his face.
How'd you do that?
And he actually paid for it and took the meal.
Wow. Well, I mean, think about it. That's pretty impressive. If you think about it, that is really impressive.
Damn drive-through trolls.
Those bastards. Bastards, I tell you. Bastards. The nerve.
It was fun, though. It was fun.
Oh, and I would have been laughing my head off. I'm not gonna lie.
Many a time after that, he came through the drive-thru, and if I wasn't there, he wouldn't order. If I wasn't there,
that's
he wouldn't
dedication.
order. He would come inside to see if I was working.
Wait, you had a fast food stalker?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Pretty much.
Nice. Kevin says...
They made no offers for trades for Chicken McNuggets, so...
Kevin says, my friend once ordered a Frosty float at the Wendy's drive-thru. They asked what flavor. My friend said regular. They asked vanilla or chocolate. He said regular. #facepalm.
Well, the original Frosty is the chocolate. They came out with the vanilla later.
I can tell you this. First of all, Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's does not sponsor this show. It'd be pretty cool if they did.
I mean, they can. I'm going to go to Wendy's after this.
Yeah, I mean...
That's my tradition.
There's one on the way home, right?
Yeah.
You go right to Wendy's.
I hit it, and then Jen will send me a text usually at about 10 o'clock.
Get me French fries.
French fries.
French fries
I always
and
send
a
a text
milkshake.
like, do you want French fries? And she'll say yes.
Yes, please. Thank you.
So don't even bother texting it. But the one time you don't, and you get it, and you take it home, she doesn't
I didn't want that.
No, that's why I have a dog. So the dog will look at my fries and just give me the look like, you know you're going to give me those.
Don't feed a baby candy. They can't brush their teeth.
Oh, you brought me food? Thank you.
I mean, the dog looks at me like I'm in some kind of Oliver Twist thing where it's like, please, sir.
Please, sir.
Can I have some more gruel?
May I have some more? More?
You're like, no.
See, I can tell you this from firsthand. When I was working at McDonald's, I was working there when Scream first came out.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Long time ago.
Did everyone go, what's up?
But no. That was Scary Movie. That was a couple of years later.
After. Okay.
But
what's your favorite Wendy's meal?
But that's the thing. I was able to do the Scream voice over the headset.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was like, what's your favorite scary movie?
And they'd be like, what?
Welcome to McDonald's.
Then you get those 2 a.m. high guys that are like, oh my God, this weed is the shit.
And then of course, I would freak out the girls that we worked with because, they're all on the same headset, so everybody can hear what's going on. So the minute nobody was at the drive-thru, I would hit the button for just internal. Oh, I was scaring the living crap out of these girls. None of them knew it was me until.
And that's why Sully doesn't work at McDonald's.
And yeah, that's why I left because. I was in sophomore year of high school, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year of high school. I was working there all till I graduated, which was pretty cool. And then I left. They wouldn't give me a raise, and I know.
At a fast food place? No way. Yeah. Did you fight for 15?
No. Listen, we're lucky if I was making what was it back in 1990?
3 cents.
It was like 5 something. It was like $5.75. I think was the minimum wage at the time. And then, of course, I'm sure people that are older than us listening are going, well, back in my day, minimum wage was $2 an hour.
I'm not saying that.
And also, everything was segregated there, Gramps, so be quiet.
Yep.
I'm not saying that, so don't be talking for my generation.
Amanda says, you know what's gross? My friend always eats French fries with mayonnaise. No, that's not gross. And the only reason why I say it's gross is because I won't eat regular French fries with mayonnaise. I'll eat curly fries with mayo.
So the shape of it dictates what condiment you're gonna use.
But the curly fries also has that like spice to it.
A lot of times, yes. Yeah. A lot of times. I see what you're saying.
It tastes better with mayo.
All right.
French fries, when I eat French fries, it's McDonald's French fries, number one.
All right.
Gotta have McDonald's.
What type of French fries? What are your top 3 French fries?
Oh.
And I'm not talking place. I'm talking style first.
Style first?
So what kind of cut or what type of one? And then if you had to pick one place to get fries from, where are you going?
Okay. I would have to go with curly fries first.
Okay.
Then regular cut French fries, just, and that goes for any type, whether it's homemade, but I like crispy. I like crispy French fries.
Do you like the super thin regular cut?
I don't like the thick, like Red Robin's French fries. I don't like.
You don't
Red
like steak fries?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of steak fries.
Okay.
I'm not. They're good.
I respect that.
They're good. Don't get me wrong.
Do you don't like the wavy ones? What do they call those crinkle ones? No crinkle ones?
No, I'm not too fond of those.
I'm not too fond of those either.
They're too thick.
Yeah.
But after that, it would have to be the sweet potatoes.
Oh, I love sweet
potato. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a big sweet potato French fry person, but it is, they're good. They're good. I'm not going to say no, they're not. But if I was going to get any type of French fries, McDonald's hands down.
All right.
I can't do Wendy's. I don't like them. It's just, I think it's the way they make them.
Everyone's got a particular taste, and apparently Vin, he's a steak fry guy, then crinkle, then tater tot. He brought tater tot in there.
Tater tots, but that's not really a French fry.
I'll allow it.
It can be fried.
As fry commissioner, I will allow it.
It's on the fringe of the French fry.
It's on the spectrum.
Yeah,
it's on the spectrum.
It's the borderline. But now the question is, do you do the tater tots or the crowns?
It's a good point.
I just do whatever is put in front of me.
See, I happen to like steak fries, but only... See, the steak fries I like are the ones that they have at Jack in the Box.
I haven't had Jack in the Box in a long time.
That was my... If Jack in the Box comes here at 2 a.m., game over. I'm putting on 15.
Jack in
Easy.
the Box.
That was my getting drunk.
But the good thing for you is you're still in the military, so you have to do the physical fitness.
Yeah, but I only do it like once a month. So I do it more often, but it's just still at the same point where,
And Amanda says that sweet potato fries rock, but they must be extra crispy.
I'll allow it.
I'll have to go with that one,
but
too.
not too extra crispy. I don't want them to crunch and then cut my gums, because I've had that happen.
Yeah, I got to agree with you on that one.
Like, there's some fries. I love McDonald's fries. Don't get me wrong.
McDonald's French fries so good, especially when they're crispy.
The mom and pop places that you go to, those are the best fries
because I don't even think they use oil. I think they use Crisco.
I've been to a bunch of different places, and I always get their fries to see, but. Artisan Burger does great sweet potato fries.
A little bit of lard. No. Have you seen what they do? It's not a little bit of lard. It's like half a tub. Do You Smoke Paul is in the chat room.
No, he's not.
Do you smoke Paul?
I don't know what was.
Peace out, bro.
No, he's not. He's gone.
Kevin's the bounce from the club.
What exactly happened? I missed the.
Apparently he asked about something about feet. He had a feet fetish.
He came in and said, please show feet. And I told Kevin that, hey, there's his first band chance for the evening. And then Mr. Paul came back and basically went on a little cussing tirade. And he won.
You know what, Kevin?
Slow clap. Slow clap.
Golf clap.
Golf clap.
Golf clap. Good job, Kevin. See? Don't be a douche. That's the
good thing about the Twitch is
don't
be a douche. You don't have to be a big dude to be a bouncer.
No. And you know what? I'm sure he'll come in with a different screen name and do whatever. Just don't be a douche. It's in the rules. It's in the rules. Don't be a douche.
Kevin is our Roadhouse Patrick Swayze.
Roadhouse. I got to get that soundbite now.
Yes,
Roadhouse.
you do.
Roadhouse.
And Kevin was nice. He gave him the benefit of the doubt.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Wrong choice.
But after the third one, boom.
There we go.
They're the rules. Don't be an idiot. Be respectful. Don't spam the chat. No backseat gaming or spoilers. No links. Don't be a douche.
Also,
don't be a douche.
Porn links are not welcome.
None of the links are welcome. Unless Kevin, you, JT, or myself post it.
Mm-hmm.
And how hard is it to type Pornhub.com?
Pornhub.com.
Seriously, I do it every day.
Adam's got it on speed dial.
It's a bookmark.
Every guy unless you share your computer with your wife.
Yeah, it's not a bookmark.
And then you have to remember the password so you can log into your favorites.
I need to. No.
Trust me.
You need to log into your guest account.
Because nothing's more embarrassing than your wife opening up your porn and going, "Wow, he's in some weird stuff." Then there's that conversation where you come home and she's looking at it. You're like, "Oh,
you want to explain this, dear?"
I don't.
Really. Well, I was seeing. We talked about experimenting, so I was doing some research.
Listen, my friend Vin got a hold of my account.
It's all Vin's fault.
It's all Vin's fault.
He hacked you. That's what it was, right?
Right. I got hacked. Clearly, I'm into that softcore stuff. I actually don't even watch it. I just use it for research.
What position would my wife like?
Kevin said he was just going to play a few games. I didn't know he meant that kind.
It reminds me of reminds me of Ted 2 when he finds all the pornography. He's like, there's a lot of pornography on here. It's like, no, you got to wipe this out. You got to destroy it. It's coming back.
What about Quagmire when he found out about
Oh my God, that episode.
when he found Tinder.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Been gone for a week, comes out to get his mail.
He's got his right arm is ginormous.
One arm looks like Popeye's.
Vin says, I regret nothing. Oh, man.
Anna wants to know if you've seen the video on Facebook of the guy going through the drive-thru with the costume on where there was no head driving the car.
Yes, that's old.
Yeah, that's old.
That's old trending.
Did you see the one with the two guys that tried to rob a liquor store or a convenience store? They jumped over, held this guy at gunpoint, and then this big, I want to say Debo-looking cop or security guard walks in with his gun nonchalant.
Diva-looking cop?
Debo.
Debo.
No. He comes in just straight up he had done some hard time and was a security cop. He's like, what are you doing? And he shoots one dude, and then he's like, put your arms behind your back. Now call 911. He makes the guys call 911 and just sits there and grabs a pack of cigarettes.
I got one better than that.
Oh, no way.
I've got one better than that, and if I remember correctly, I posted it on the Sully Show page today.
Which would it involve something that is on our prep sheet?
Yeah, we should probably get to that.
I haven't looked at the prep sheet.
Well, shame on you.
Let me look.
Right,
but of course, Kevin, this one's for you.
Ghost house.
Roadhouse.
Ghost road.
House.
Road ghost.
There you go.
It does not look like it.
Roadhouse.
It does not look like it. I'm looking to see if the video is on here. It's not. It does not look like it's on the prep sheet. Yep, it's on there. It's the very first video on the page, Sully.
Oh, on the prep sheet?
Yeah, no, the very first video on the Sully Show page.
Oh, okay.
Ever?
Most recent. He means most recent.
Sully, do me a favor. Reach across and smack him.
I can't. You got me looking for crap.
Got you there.
I didn't say I had to do it right now.
Just saying.
Bye-bye.
The element of surprise is always good.
Just putting it out there.
And put it this way, the video, the tag for the video says, this is the most pathetic arm robbery in the history of crime.
Oh, no. I got one worse. It's on the prep sheet. It's on the... Wait a minute. What the hell just popped up? Whatever that link you sent me, JT, on Facebook, it brought me up to something weird.
Pornhub.
The hub. Look at it.
No, it brought me up to like an advertised website or something.
Well, it shouldn't have been because this was a news site.
I know.
Was it fake news?
No. It's from Idaho.
Does it mean
it's from Idaho?
Does it mean it's real news?
Exactly. It's real news. Let's see here. Then I got ads opening up left and right, which shouldn't be happening, but okay. So yeah. Why don't we tackle the prep sheet? We got a lot of stuff on the prep sheet to
go ahead and
over.
get to that, buddy.
We've got so much has happened over the last 3 weeks. Like. I kind of wish we had a 4-hour show.
That's a lot of show.
It is, but at least we'd be able to cover a lot of this crap that's been going on. First and foremost, we didn't get to it on Tuesday, but we had the Golden Globes last week.
I don't know what's that.
Another political show where people get awards for acting and they still speak their
points
political
for
opinion.
outrage, false outrage. Got it.
Yeah, like everybody wearing black except for a few people that wore red or other colors because that's what they do, and yet
was it a funeral? Why were they wearing black?
Well,
I don't understand that.
It was because of the whole Harvey Weinstein
Me Too movement
going on.
What does my accountant have to do with that? I don't understand.
That's George Weinstein. Sorry.
Oh, got it. My bad. Sorry. I get this all confused.
It's the Jewish name.
Right.
Nothing against the Jews.
Nothing against the Jews.
Some
of the Jews are my greatest, bestest friends.
Listen,
they are really
that's
super
fake
intelligent.
News.
The Jews love the Sully show.
That's fake.
The Jews love the Sully show.
You know what? They might. They just might.
They're very kosher with
It'd
us.
be nice if they told
We are
us.
very kosher with the Jewish community.
We are.
Right.
We are kosher.
God.
Just saying.
Somebody help me.
Vin says virtue signaling par excellence.
I feel like Hollywood needs to go ahead and just
explode.
They need to shut up.
They need to go ahead and eat those Tide Pods that's going around.
I can't wait for this. And to be honest, this is something that I really can't wait to ask Stacey Dash about.
I thought you said, and I quote, "We cannot get political on this show."
We can't get political, but I really want to hear her point of view on the whole, sexual abuse and sexual assault and all that that's going on in Hollywood. Because listen, she's very outspoken as it is. Okay, she's gone from Democrat to Republican, and I mean hard.
I know how that goes.
You do, but. Honestly, between just from your political standpoint, I've seen your politics before. I've seen it with Obama. I've seen it after Obama with Trump. It's like a complete 360. Mm-hmm. But you're one of those people when it comes to politics where you're taking things from, oh my God, all different sides.
Right.
You thinking, you research.
At least I attempt to. It's kind of hard.
The only thing I got to disagree with is your Patriots, but that's just
that's
just
okay.
me and
it's
you.
Okay. It's okay. You're a Jets fan,
and we're used to losing.
Yes, right.
We don't care if we win. We go, yay, we won.
We won a game, yay!
And I'm shocked you didn't go the whole season. You've been watching football the last 2 weeks.
The last 2 weeks I have. It's died down a lot of the stuff, and I've kind of watched it now just because of the.
Because they're not airing it now.
Well, they're not airing it, and it's a little bit. I don't know. I've given it some time to see if it's going to change, and they're actually going to do something about it.
I don't think so.
The ratings are still tanking.
Oh yeah, the ratings are horrible.
They're down 13% from last year, but you got to give it time to kind of see if it's going to turn around. If it continues to kind of down that same path, then it's like anything else. You kind of completely go away from it as much as you can, but. I will say I watched a lot less of it. It's more, a game here, game there the last 2 weeks.
I'm sorry. Kevin, can I get the George Lopez sound effect when I panhammer people? Whoop-ah!
Yep, we're going to work on that.
We can do that.
We can work on that.
Or something similar, yeah.
So back to the Golden Globes. I heard
So
there's
yeah,
something going on there.
Listen, and you know me, because I watch TV and I watch films, I like seeing who's going to get an award for acting.
Best anal. Best girl on girl. Oh, wait. That's the different types of awards that I watch.
Yeah, that's the Vegas awards there.
Best threesome.
Yay! You know, and it's sad because, especially like the Oscars, I love movies. But when an actor or an actress gets up on stage and their speech is all politics.
Oh, hold up a second. Forget about their high horse that they're sitting up on.
Yes. Meryl Streep. I mean, who said that?
Like everyone in Hollywood?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone I used to like 3 years ago, I literally, if I could get in a room with them and murder them without getting caught,
you know who's
would.
Never on a high horse in Hollywood, though? Tom Hanks.
Yeah, very rarely.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is a likable guy.
I love Tom Hanks. The fact that he lives in New York, right, and could just go up to people and say hi and take pictures is awesome.
See, that's how
it's like Gabriel
Iglesias. That's how you got to be. The problem is now we politicized it to the point where that's the first thing people go to is, what's your political beliefs? How do you feel about this person? And if the person says, listen, I'd rather not talk about it, they're ostracized.
Right.
You have to feel the same
way. No,
way.
you need to have your voice heard. You need your opinions known. But who cares? Because, listen, Adam and I are going to have different opinions. JT and I are going to have different opinions. JT and Adam are going to have different opinions. And when they come to an agreement, I'm going to have a different opinion than them. So it doesn't matter. I mean, good example. Royce, the boss man himself on More Like Radio. Okay? He is very outspoken. Very, very outspoken. He will have no problem telling you.
I got to go on that show because he and I think
Revenge
would be
of
great.
You, Mersh, and Royce on Revenge of the Sis would be freaking hysterical. I'm not gonna lie. You guys, if the three of you ever got together to do a show, I would just sit back and watch. I wouldn't chime in. I wouldn't do anything because it would be absolute gold. Because Royce will have a different opinion than you, but there's a lot of stuff that you and Royce agree on.
A lot.
A couple of years ago, though, the two of you would have been butting heads like crazy.
Yeah.
But he would never attack you for that.
No.
You know? I saw on his Facebook page yesterday, he was having a political debate with somebody. And it was a respectable debate. There was no name calling. There was no, I'm better than you. There was no, your opinion sucks, you're wrong. It was a adult conversation. And not once when I was reading the thread did I feel that one was attacking the other.
See, that goes right back to what I talked about during the presidential shout out with JT. Respect.
Right.
If you can have a wonderful conversation, a wonderful political conversation, a wonderful religious conversation.
Sure.
As long as you have respect for the other person and for their opinions.
Yeah.
And that's what happened there.
Now, the other thing with that, okay, and this is just happened not too long ago. One of my friends on Facebook posted a comment from her Twitter, because her Twitter goes right to her Facebook, about Trump and the mudslides and Haiti and calling countries shitholes or whatever.
Allegedly. I'd like to say allegedly.
Right. Now, you know me. I don't do political debates with anybody. I can't stand them. They drive me up a freaking wall. It's, no matter what. I can tell you this. My one and only comment was, it doesn't matter if Trump said one thing or another. If he goes and says one thing about a subject, somebody is going to come up and post something and berate him about that because he didn't say something toward the other subject that may have happened, which means he's in a catch-22. He's in a lose-lose no matter what, because he's going to piss one side off for not doing something and then piss another guy.
He's got haters across the board, so no matter what he says,
it doesn't matter. He could say
people are going to come down on him. He could say, you know, that the world is round, and people would be jumping all over.
The flat earthers. We love those people.
I mean, I'm sorry, but calling a place a shithole,
allegedly,
again, is not. And this is the thing I cannot understand is how him calling, be it Haiti or Jamaica or freaking downtown Detroit. How is calling someplace a shithole racist? That's the thing that pisses me off about the whole freaking thing.
Exactly.
The weird
this
part
place is a shithole.
The weird part is...
Did I say anything about race?
Connecticut is a shithole.
Yeah, Malloy's making it a shithole.
I think he's making it a poop shoot.
Yeah, it's literally like Diarrheaville, USA. The point is that there's a lot of places, and you and I and a lot of people have been to some of these shithole places. Trust me, they are shitholes. And that's being very generous and nice to use that term. And they have been like that for hundreds or thousands of years.
Right.
That ain't changing, no matter what.
Wow. That was weird. Okay, I'm going to read this, even though it didn't post in the chat room. Oh, okay. Kevin allowed it. Good. Thanks, Kev. He could cure cancer, send a man to Mars, and bring world peace, and people would still bitch. Absolutely.
Look at the market. Look at the market. You know how much news?
Down.
You know how much news I saw in the market? This much. In the last year, the market has hit records it's never seen before.
Right.
The doubt when they said it would never hit this, it hit it. This hit. And all Trump is doing is just basically helping the economy, and it helps everyone. Right. The economy doesn't go at color and go, oh, you're black? Oh no, I'm sorry. The Dow Jones.
Sorry, we can't do that.
White people.
You can't do that.
The point is we've and since Martin Luther King, Dr. King, we just had his birthday yesterday, right?
MLK.
Do you really think he'd want to be this divided as we are and self-dividing?
We're going backward.
We're going reverse. Oh, I went black dorms and all black this and all black that. No whites allowed.
White
that
privilege.
That is the exact opposite of what he wanted across the board, everyone to be equal in the ability to pursue a better life.
There was less news on racism and prejudice.
In 1962.
Not even that. In the 80s and 90s. Once we hit now, it's like... And you're like, come on. This is not how we were brought up. It's not. Learn from your mistakes.
Well, the problem is we get too many people
what you have
in the media and Hollywood trying to tell us
what to do, how to be,
how wrong you are. And it's these blind people that can't even think for themselves. They're like, oh my God, my favorite celebrity totally said I should totally be a socialist. Like, yeah, socialism doesn't work. Maybe if you ever read a book, you'd understand that. It's never worked. Never. Communism doesn't work. It kills people.
The whole problem right now is this, when it comes to Trump. Trump is taking the political standard that has been in place for hundreds of years, and he is blowing it out of the water.
Sure.
And the country is, we're having, like you talked about, the Dow is setting records that have never been seen before, breaking 25,000 and this, that, and the other thing.
Right.
And, from what I've seen, unemployment has continued to drop and drop and drop.
It's the lowest it's been in 40 years.
He's blowing all this stuff out of the water, and I can,
And think what happened if they worked with him. If both sides.
Exactly. He went in, and he is running the presidency like the United States is a freaking business. Which, in all actuality, if you look at it,
it is
a freaking business.
And what does he want to do? He wants to cut frivolous spending, as you would in a business. We don't need this department. He's not making any money.
He's cutting that. He's cutting. He's taking us out of all these bad deals where we've been forking out billions of dollars a year, where other countries have
And that's why
been
people
forking
voted
out
for him,
millions.
not because he's white.
No, not
Hillary
because
Clinton's
he's
white. I hate to tell you that. She's white. She's super white. Okay? So this whole idea of like, oh, he's racist. Yeah, there's been
And now, he had an affair. Big friggin' deal.
You know how many affairs he's had?
Bill Clinton had a
JFK had
woman
affairs.
blowing his friggin' cigar in the White House.
I was waiting for
Who the
him to
hell
bring that up.
cares if he had a friggin' affair.
Hey,
JT, I did not have sexual relations with that young
And who the hell cares if he paid one woman $150,000 and supposedly paid another woman $130,000 to be quiet? People do it all the friggin' time.
Listen, they tried to impeach him for that, and it didn't work. Okay, and not for nothing, but Hillary didn't leave him. Who is the dumb one?
Yeah. Well, she had political aspirations.
Exactly. She ran the country. She was running the country.
What, she can't have political expectations and friggin' leave him?
And listen, not for nothing, anybody who's viewing us or listening to us or whatever,
it's not a political show.
We are not pro-Trump. We are not pro-Hillary. We are not pro-Republicans. We are not pro-Democrats.
I like the fact dude went in the office and was doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yes.
Like,
it's
word
a first.
for word. When have you ever seen any president say, I'm going to run on this platform, and I'm going to do it?
This is a time for hope.
And
you remember that?
I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm not independent. I'm not to the left. I'm not to the right. I don't have any form of affiliation at all.
Right.
Other than you take care of my country, you take care of the veterans, and we're good to go.
Right. And speaking of the vets, okay.
There you go. Nice lead-in, huh?
It was a nice lead-in, okay? Because we'll do this before we go to break. Speaking of vets, I don't know if you saw this, but I saw this last night on the news.
No, I haven't. I'm afraid to look at it.
No, this one's good. This one will I just want to make sure. No. I want to play the video, people. I want to play the video. That's what I want to do. I want to play the video for everybody because that's how I do things here. And I can't wait for my program to get updated because that way I won't have to worry about shit not being saved anymore.
Well, while you're fighting with that, Mitch put up a picture. It says, all those idiots are eating Tide Pods. They don't realize their walls were made of cotton candy. and it's showing the pink insulation.
I mean, those people deserve...
Where did he post that? In the More Like Radio chat room?
No, on his page.
On his Facebook page?
Yeah.
Way to go, Mitch. Way to go.
Nice.
So speaking of the vets, okay, and I saw this last night. And when I saw this last night on the news, I went, oh, we got to talk about this because, well, lo and behold, we have viewers that are vets. They've been in the military. Adam, myself, JT, we're all military. And I think, JT, this may hit a little close to home for you.
Uh-oh.
However, it's the situation, I guess you could say. So I'm going to split the layer here.
I don't know if I want to hear this or not.
Oh, no, you're going to want it. You're going to want to hear this. Trust me.
I have the feeling that the words that are going to come out of my mouth are going to be, that is why you will never see me have surgery done by the VA again.
There you go. So let me...
Did he leave a watch in his back?
Close.
Wow. I was just taking a guess on that one.
It's going to be worse than that, though.
Oh, my God.
It's worse than that?
In the abdomen? That's a scalpel.
What?
And it was in there for 4 years.
4 years.
Army veterans
Oh,
say this
my
happened
God.
at the VA in West Haven. Now they're taking legal action.
West Haven.
Well, yeah.
Justin Schecker live outside the VA with the details. Justin.
Wait.
Jerry, hey there, good evening. This federal lawsuit filed on Friday includes that shocking x-ray image, as well as this letter from a Harvard Medical School doctor saying it's clear malpractice was committed on this Army veteran. For almost 4 years, attorney Joel Faxon says Iraq War veteran Glenford Turner had no clue this abandoned scalpel was left in his abdomen.
First and foremost, how do you not know
If it's not shifting, if it's not moving, if it's not causing any damage, you are not going to know it's there.
Dude,
It's a scalpel.
It's a
gotta be
scalpel.
cutting shit.
There's a blade on it and everything. Come on.
That looks like a shiv
I
in a
know,
prison.
but if it's not doing any damage,
Oh, it's doing
you're
damage.
not going to feel it.
It's doing damage. It had to have been.
Well,
Had to have been.
keep it rolling. Let's find out.
Let's go on.
One of those organs could have been pierced by this, and he could have been killed.
Faxon says Turner had surgery for prostate cancer at the West Haven VA Hospital in August 2013.
I'd go to
It
that
wasn't
one.
until an MRI in March 2017 that the
scared shitless,
61-year-old
guys. I
living
need
in
to go back and
Bridgeport
get
found out the
checked
medical
out.
device was still inside his body.
During the course of the procedure, they see this thing, and they, oh my God, we got to stop this.
In June of last year, Faxon filed a claim with the Department of Veterans Affairs under the Federal Torts Claims Act.
See, now that was his biggest mistake. He went through the VA.
That's the problem. Is sometimes these guys, that's the only thing they got.
And that's true. I mean, JT's a really good example of that. That's really
And
all he had.
You wonder why I wouldn't let them touch my back.
And I don't blame you. I really don't.
I'm not letting them go in my butt now that I know this is going on.
Let's go on.
So we present the claim to the VA, and the response that we get really adds insult to injury. That is, we don't have the personnel or the time or the interest at this time under the Trump administration to process your claim.
Whoa.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I knew you guys were going to flip out.
You
I'm
dirty,
cussing.
you
Time the
dirty,
fuck out.
Malloy-loving son of a bitch. I hope to God you die in a fiery death. I hope you get murdered by gangbangers and your
Wait,
entire
wait,
family
wait.
is literally lit up in flames.
Here's
You
the thing.
politicized it under the Trump administration. The guy that came out and said, I want to fix the VA and put people in there to fix it and ran it like a business. No, you're not efficient. Like the guy who openly
Let
talks
JT
about how much he loves veterans.
Let JT chime in.
I will prison fuck you. I swear to God, if I see this guy out in the streets of Connecticut, I will skull hump him. I will make him brain dead, and they'll have to do surgery and hopefully leave a scalpel in this guy's head. All right? I will do that.
JT, rebuttal.
Oh, no. Well, here's my thing, okay? Two things. Number one, you're sitting here saying that under the Trump administration, you don't have the time and
Fake news. You are fake
to
news.
address this claim. First off, the Trump administration recently signed a bill that removed all the caps and the walls and every goddamn thing else that Gulf War veterans like myself have been facing over the past 17 years of trying to get benefits for things such as home care and things like that, because it was after 2001. That wall is gone. So he's taking care of his veterans there. Number two, for the last 6 months, the VA initiative that was started by Trump was to get claims handled within 30 days.
I pissed two of you off.
So you tell me that because of the Trump administration, you don't have the time or the interest? I will tell you to, and excuse me, Cammie, if you're out there listening to this, I'm very, very sorry for you hearing me say this, but I am telling you to suck my dick.
And you said that with your daughter listening. Shame on you.
And I apologize for
I hope this guy
because
gets
that is a
face
crock
humped with
of
an
crap.
AIDS dick, okay? I swear to God. I hope he gets mouth herpes, all right? From the big veterans who are going to skull fuck each one of his sockets.
And you know what? We still have more to go.
I don't know if I can go any further than this. I got white rage.
I just pissed the two of you off so quick.
I just went full napalm on the show.
Well, you know, it's things like we don't have the time, the personnel, or the interest. Come on.
Amanda says Malloy should die on a fire. Vin says the VA I go to is a top shelf. It's the norm, I know, but I'm happy with them. And he needs to be killed slowly with a chair. Kevin says this just went up to level 11 in a hurry. Vin says Ranger choke him, knife him.
Knife hand him with a real knife.
Vin says, go for the subclavian artery behind the collarbone. Kevin says, check that. Make that level 15. And use a spoon. It hurts more from a man.
Yeah, the spoon from the MRE. Okay, that's what you use.
It's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
Go for a spork.
Oh, man.
Let's go on, because I want to see what else you guys got.
Sully, you're an asshole.
To file this federal lawsuit this past Friday.
And in my judgment, I mean, it's clearly a 7-figure case when somebody leaves a scalpel like this in you, and you have, you know, the future risk of having infections or adhesions or other problems that could necessitate additional surgery.
After bringing the lawsuit to Senator Richard Blumenthal's attention, he says he's demanding full accountability,
tricky dick,
and a detailed explanation from the VA on how this could happen.
I was stunned, absolutely appalled,
no, you
heartbroken
weren't,
for this
fucking
veteran,
piece of shit.
Because this kind of gross negligence should never happen to anyone, not to mention a veteran.
The thing I don't understand, okay? I mean,
hold on. I had to pause the video. Okay, go ahead.
The thing I don't understand, this is an obvious case of gross negligence because you show me one hospital that you go into where surgery is done that they do not do an inventory of all their things when they're close, when they're close to being done, before they close them up for the final time, to make sure that you have everything.
How do you drop a scalpel in and not notice that?
I don't know.
I'm not talking like, okay,
I don't know how you leave it in there.
I understand if like you're using some kind of device and you're shearing bone or whatever, and like a shrapnel of the metal comes off of the tool.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that.
That's not a whole freaking scalpel.
That's literally like those commercials where you're like, there's no way does that happen.
I can understand that too.
You know, that's like scraping your knee and you get a little pebble in your arm. That type of thing. When they you know it's there and it's got to come out. Now
it's like when they pull your teeth because pieces of the roots break off in your gum.
Right. Now here's the other thing. Okay, it's a scalpel. A scalpel,
pretty big.
A scalpel is what?
It's a big
5 inches, maybe 6 from end to end. You have to close the body up.
How do you drop that in? Like, are you doing it blindfolded like a trick? Or is like Copperfield doing the thing blindfolded and just like, well, there you go, waha.
Ta-da!
And the worst part is it's an MRI that found it. That MRI could have ripped that scalpel up through his body.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's probably how they found it.
Because that's what they ask you is, do you have any metal devices so they can make sure they cover that?
Because that's a giant friggin' magnet.
Yeah, I got a magnet in my ankle, okay?
Kevin says, I like rusty spoons. I had to do it that way. And Vin says, yeah, that was kind of a dick move, Sully, but damned if it didn't spice things up a bit. Kevin says, how many scalpels did we have when we started? 3? How many do we have now? 2? Okay, close them up. And Vin says,
exactly.
NHS, I was in a car accident in the UK, makes the VA look like John Hopkins. And then he also replied with magnetic resonance imaging.
The magic word in there, magnetic.
Magnetic. Let's finish this.
Like a hate crime coming on.
Chance to review this lawsuit. She did tell me they hope to provide our station a response sometime later this week. Now, the case has been assigned to a federal judge in Bridgeport. We're live outside the VA hospital in West Haven. I'm Justin Shecker, BC Connecticut News. Keisha, back to you.
Well, there's not even going to be a hearing about this.
No,
everybody's going to come in. The defendant's going to come in. The plaintiff's going to come in. The jury's going to. It's not even going to be a jury trial.
Why is this not? Ugh, shut up.
Okay, sorry.
Not you. The video.
The judge is going to sit there and go, okay, plaintiff, opening argument. Defendant, opening argument. Okay. I will be right back with my decision. Bang.
Opening argument. Your Honor, I would like to point out that this doctor left a scalpel in my client, and there are x-rays to prove it. And It's been there for 4 years, and thank you.
I mean, there's not going
Thanks, Obama.
No more.
Sir, have you had any other surgeries in that area of your body? No, I haven't. Well, then there's only one way that thing could have got in there.
I did do a poopy.
And it's at least a 7-figure settlement on this, at minimum.
I went to a magic show in Atlantic City once.
At minimum.
He pulled a rabbit out of my ass.
Pretty much what they do.
I knew as soon as you guys heard the Trump administration, I knew that was going to set.
It wasn't the Trump administration thing. It was
part of it.
We don't have the time, the personnel, the patience, or the
manpower under the Trump administration. It was a combination of all those things that the two of you just went from 0 to 90. The light switch went on. The horns came out. The fire and brimstone started coming down. The two of you were fantastic. I loved it.
Sully, you know one thing that will set me off in a heartbeat. Exactly. And that is disrespecting or downing our veterans and something like that.
Vin says, I'm under the impression that the West Haven VA is not well run.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, no,
clearly
it's not.
Welcome to Connecticut.
Yeah, welcome to the shithole.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Okay, I'm on a couple of different veteran sites on Facebook, and you can tell where the good VAs are and where the bad VAs are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you know, it's like, okay, this guy really loves what's going on at his VA. Let's go check his page. Okay, he's in Texas. It explains a lot.
Vin says, I saw the flames in their eyes. It was glorious. I've never seen them so fiery, hot with anger.
Yeah, that's because you're still new to the show.
Listen, Vin, if there's one thing I know, as a middle child, I know how to poke the bear and set people off.
You didn't just poke the bear.
Especially...
You took blood and threw it all over
you hit him with a 2x4.
I didn't even poke the bear this time. I took a freaking rattlesnake and threw it on top of you.
You were like, oh, hey, bear, here's this campsite full of small children that I'm going to go ahead and throw blood on and salmon. Go ahead.
I did a sacrificial offering.
Sully, you're an ass.
And proud
You're
of
like
it.
Darth Vader before he went in to kill all the kids. The little Jedis.
Just remember, Palpatine didn't do it.
That's right.
He's innocent.
Palpatine would have brought that VA really, and it would have worked out. He would have really ran it well.
Unlimited power!
Vin says, I used to summer it. Well, doesn't that sound like a rich guy's statement there? I used to summer at my cousin's house up in Manchester when I was a kid. Connecticut was amazing in the 70s and the early 80s.
Yeah, when it was...
And then Sully was born.
That was when the mob was running it.
All the good old days.
The good old days. And it wasn't even the mob of Connecticut. The mob of Connecticut.
Amanda. Amanda is the only one who cares because she just gave hugs and kisses to me and Adam for comfort.
Kevin says you kicked Smokey in the nuts and lit a match in the woods. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Let's go to break. I need to smoke a cigarette or murder somebody. I don't know.
Here you go, Adam. You can have one line.
Yeah. There you go. You can have one of JT's. Oh my God, man! That was awesome.
Got a little soundbite on that one.
I can imagine if you watch the video closely of Adam and of me, you can see the minute that we went from 0 to 120. You can see the second.
Did somebody clip that?
That it happened.
Because that was glorious. It really was.
Oh my God! I cannot believe those words came out of that frickin' prick's mouth.
Oh, yeah, and that's the thing. It was the way he worded it.
He blamed it all on Trump
and blamed it on the president. Listen, again, this brings it up. Let the man do his frickin' job. The best part is, I guarantee you, people are gonna go, well, we pay his salary. No, you don't. You want to know how much you pay? $1. $1. That's all he's required to take is $1.
Which he doesn't even do that. He
donates it.
He donates it because he's richer than shit.
It's $1.
Trump didn't become president to get richer.
No.
When you're a
That's what's
billionaire, you don't do that.
No.
And he and when he
But you know what?
is-
We can have sharks with freaking laser beams
That's
attached
like
to our heads.
I'm going to go ahead and be the owner of an NFL team, but now I'm going to go ahead and be the kicker. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to go ahead and get kicker
exactly,
salary.
Kevin. Donald scapegoat Trump.
It is. Listen, like I said, it's a catch-22 with him. He's you're either damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're going to piss everybody off. And yet, in the meantime, like we've already mentioned, the debt is lowering. If you haven't paid attention, it's been in Forbes. It's been on Wall Street.
That's when we get these goddamn illegals.
The trillions of dollars of debt that the United States has went down last year. Oh, listen, I've said it before numerous times. If you want to get any type of debt down, and the first thing people are going to say, oh, but he's had so many failed businesses. Well, yeah, he's a businessman.
Yeah, but
businesses
he's had
fail.
a lot more successes.
Businesses fail. It happens. Do you think he's sitting at home dwelling on Trump University? No.
Nope.
It crashed. It burned. He took the loss and he went and did something else. You know what he did? He opened up another casino. Closed one down. Opened up another one. Dude, people, real estate. He does it. Listen, whether he's fit to be president or not, it doesn't matter. He knows what he's doing when it comes to the economy. He's a businessman.
Yep.
Just saying. Just putting it out there. Does he need to change the way he talks to people?
Nope.
Nope.
A little bit.
I want him to be
a little bit. He does say some stupid shit.
All right, he does some stupid, but I
shit.
like the fact that he just calls a spade a spade. And
That's
no
the thing.
race intended. It's a figure of speech.
It's a shovel,
Calls
folks.
Yeah, don't
It's a shovel.
snowflake out on me.
He calls a shithole a shithole.
Yeah, listen.
Exactly.
Oh, your country's a shithole. I'm not going to sugarcoat
it. Vince says, I can afford my Punch Grand Crew Nicaraguans. That's $175 a box. Mega. And Amanda says, after the show, a video of puppies and kittens to calm people down. Nobody can resist the cuteness.
Listen, I want to be... Ever seen the Key and Peele when they did the Luther... He was the anger management guy for like Obama.
Yes.
It was kind of the reverse.
Yeah.
I'm volunteering to be Trump's filter.
Are you?
Where like he comes in and says it and I like get
Yeah, it would
just
come
enough.
out worse than what he said.
Oh no. I can filter stuff. I can filter stuff.
I was about to say.
I'll be like, yeah, you might not want to say
it.
it that way, but I get the gist. I got you.
I think he'd be all right. I think he would. I think he would. All right, why don't we go to break? Why don't we take a break?
Gee, I wonder why.
Take a break. I think I pissed everybody off enough.
Dick.
So we're going to take a break.
Say it again, louder, Adam.
Dick.
Well, I believe the rule is don't be a douche. I wasn't being a douche.
You were being a dick.
No, you were being a dick.
You were being a tricky dick.
Whiskey and cigars, that would work, man.
Oh, in the back, dick move, banner. All right, so before we go to break, do me a favor. If you're watching us on twitch.tv/accidental punch, I highly recommend that you continue to do so. Click the follow button. If you like what we do and you're an Amazon Prime member, you can subscribe to the channel for free. You get a really cool emote, which is really cool. It's just the Accidental Punch logo, but you know, that's all we can really do right now because we are trying to make partner and we got a long, long way to go in order to become partner. But we do want to make sure that we can do it by the end of this year. And I think we can do it. I have faith in us and it's going to be a lot of hard work, but we'll be able to do it. Click the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out. It'll be keeping up the show running and being as quasi-professional as possible. I don't want to say fully professional because, well, you know.
That's asking too much.
Yeah, it's asking too much, just a little bit. But it's good stuff that way, okay? Also, if you really like what we're doing, Follow us on Twitter at The Sully Show and at Accidental Punch. You'll get all the updates, including videos from me, pictures from Adam, the works. We have it everywhere, I promise. And if you really want to do it, follow us on Periscope as well. Periscope goes right to our Twitter. It's awesome. It's really cool. I'm seeing that it's still live and people are watching, not really chiming in, but that's okay because we do want them to come and chime in the chat room for twitch.tv/Accidental Punch. When we come back, we're going to have, I can't believe I read that. We got a lot more stuff. The lead singer of Cranberries passed away yesterday, so we want to talk about that. We also have a Tinder date that's gone wrong. That's a good one. And we also have the sexual harassment, assault, and accusations in Hollywood that's going on, and we do want to talk about that as well. So you are listening and watching The Sully Show here on More Like Radio. We'll be right back. Keep it locked in because it's going to be a good time. I promise. I do promise.
Hi, I'm Terry Fader, and I'm lynched in the impersonating turtle. At last. You're listening to The Sully Show on morelikeradio.com. Oh.
It's time for a piss break. Come on back. It's The Sully Show.
MoreLikeRadio.com. It's our duty to entertain you. I said duty.
If you weren't able to catch the last Hippo Juice show, here's what you probably missed.
I just keep thinking to myself, and it makes me giggle, that every time I hear the story, I imagine it was Ray Romano in the same situation.
Deborah! Kind of does.
I barely touched her. Come on. Oh, it was my brother. Look at him. He's bigger than me. Come on. Oh. Come on, everybody loves me. I got twins. Come on. Oh, let's go Home Depot. Come on. Fess up, Raymond. You know it was you. They got you on video.
Anybody want soup?
Ma, come on. We're talking over here.
Oh, man. I'm dying. So if you learn anything from Hippo Juice, remember, Ray Romano allegedly punched his wife in an elevator.
Right.
We don't report the news accurately. We report half of it. Whatever. It's still news, so fuck you guys. This is more entertaining than some football player.
Listen to the Hippo Juice show live every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 p.m. on morelikeradio.com.
Hey, you. Yes, you guessed 10,542. Change your username. And while you're in the More Like Radio live page, listening to fine quality programming, notice the banner ad just slightly above the chat room? It's a link to something you want in Amazon. Click it. It's probably reminding you to order something you need from Amazon.com. Don't leave MLR and type the URL like a sucker. Just click the link and it'll open in a new window. This way you can buy your shit and continue listening to the show. Now, change your username. It's right there on the right, stupid.
Hey, Sully, how can I get a Dumbass of the Week story to you?
Well, that's real simple. You can search the internet and give us any type of article or video and send it to us to dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com.
What was that address?
Dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com. And if it's good enough, we just might use it for the show.
Is there any other way to get you a story?
Yes, you can actually send it to us on Facebook as well. Go to facebook.com/thesullyshow and post it on our wall. Not only that, but we'll retweet it on Twitter as well.
So, in quick review, dumbass@thesullyshownline.com or go to facebook.com, The Sully Show, and put the stories on there. And if it's good enough, you'll do it on your show, right?
That's correct, and the show is live Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right before Dutch and Royce on morelikeradio.com. Make sure you tune in, and you just might see your Dumbass of the Week on the show.
There you go.
More Like Radio listeners, do you consider yourself a movie fan? Interested in finding out the latest entertainment news via the big screen and small? Well, have your faith shaken no more. With the help of Chris Wetton and Mark Nixon, listen to our epic podcast, The Real Thing, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m., exclusively on morelikeradio.com.
Did you know you can listen to any of the More Like Radio shows on the go? Download TuneIn Radio on your smartphone and search More Like Radio and never miss a show.
The Elvis and Albert Show, Thursdays, morelikeradio.com, 5 to 7. I'm Elvis Cage.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Jameson, and on the phone...
It's Bill. I'm phoning it in.
Oh, he's phoning it in. Coming to you live from the Halfpenny Pub in Sayville.
That's right. Punk rock music.
Independent music.
And all the rest of the things that we speak about.
Crazy party stuff.
Yeah. Here on morelikeradio.com.
And ElvisandAlfred.com, 24/7.
Yarr!
The Elvis and Alfred Show.
Hey, listeners. Yes, that means you. Missed your favorite More Like Radio shows live? No problem. Just go to morelikeradio.com/downloads. That's morelikeradio.com/downloads. More Like Radio's RSS feed works with your iThings, Zunes, Androids, Windows Phone, and anything else that can subscribe to an RSS feed. If you're so awesome that you only get your podcasts from iTunes, you can subscribe to our feed in iTunes by clicking the subscribe to iTunes link right on the downloads page. So what are you waiting for? Download More Like Radio podcasts and subscribe to our feed now. Yes, right now. Do it.
Hey guys, this is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and you are listening to The Sully Show on morelikeradio.com. Get it going. It's morphin' time.
Yep. We're back. Yeah. Welcome back to the Sully Show here on More Like Radio. Are you guys calm? Did you calm down yet? You guys calm? Come on into the chat room. Go to morelikeradio.com/live, twitch.tv/accidental punch. Follow us on Twitter at The Sully Show, at Accidental Punch. Click the follow button on Twitch. It's good stuff. Join us in the chat room. You can sign up on Facebook, Google+. Do anything you need to in order to come on in and have some fun with us. You can also follow us on Periscope, Ustream, youtube.com/accidental punch. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. TheSullyShow.com will be getting a revamp. The old website is still up and running. You can see us there too. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there.
About as old as MySpace.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, it's a little newer. A little newer. A little newer than MySpace, but yeah. So come on in, have some fun with us. If you would like to chime in, give us a call. Give us a call if you'd like. 860-506-5822. Again, the phone number is 860-506-5822. And, of course, if you follow and subscribe, we're going to have some cool things coming at the end of February. We're going to be giving stuff away.
Herpes.
Yeah. We got to keep those polls being retweeted somehow. I think we got like 4 or 5 days, but I made some polls.
Oh.
For that are pinned to the Sully Show Twitter page, asking people what they would like. You know, whether they would like an Amazon gift card or a Steam gift card, PS4, Xbox gift card.
I want a scalpel.
A scalpel in your
That's what I
abdomen.
want.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that could work.
I would like that.
That could work.
Can the West Ham NBA make that
So we
happen?
do want to start doing giveaways, but the giveaways are going to be for followers and subscribers only. Followers and subscribers only. The subscribers are going to get the good stuff. The good stuff. Like the gift cards. So if you subscribe to our channel, even using the Amazon Prime, you could be in the running for a gift card. Whether it's an Amazon gift card, a Steam gift card, PS4 or Xbox gift card.
Could be anything.
And, of course, we do have some merchandise that we're coming out with for the show. We'll have some t-shirts, hats. We already have t-shirts and stuff. We just got to finish getting the store underway. We got a lot of stuff coming out, man. A lot of stuff coming out to help promote the show. And if you're a loyal listener and fan and viewer, you can tell your friends, and it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Kevin, we got to make a t-shirt for you, man. I'm gonna make you a rage quit T-shirt.
I'm just gonna get this is a bouncer.
Vin says a VA gift card. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
It's everywhere you don't want to be.
Everywhere you don't want to be. Yeah. So come on in, have some fun with us. We're live everywhere, and
just about.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, knock on wood, it's working.
And there you go.
There you go.
All right,
just
buddy.
jinxed it.
Appreciate it. That
Just
850.
jinxed
Got
it. Yep.
Well, that one night you had me on what? I was on what? 4 or 5 different pages at the same time.
You're welcome.
Checking to make sure that all the videos worked.
Yeah. Amanda says, I think my Twitch was lagging. Just reload it.
Just reload it.
Just reload the page. And you should
swipe right.
Free scalpel with the purchase of a surgery coupon.
Yay! 50% off.
And if you buy 10 coupons, we will be nice enough to leave the scalpel inside of you.
We'll give you the last one free.
The purpose of the VA is to remove shrapnel that we get in combat, not
not
you know.
But is the scalpel really considered shrapnel?
Oh, it's shrapnel.
Oh, it's shrapnel. Yeah.
It's metal and it's really pointy.
Yeah, it's the worst kind of shrapnel.
And it hurts.
I mean, I wonder. I tried. You can't really tell from looking at it, but I wonder if the scalpel happened to have a cap on it.
No, probably not. I don't think it did.
I hope it did, but either way.
Yeah,
I think
because I mean, for it to be in there for 4 years and not do any kind of damage to him,
yeah,
it is truly a miracle in itself.
He's lucky.
Because yeah, I mean, down there, by the time if that would have cut something open, by the time they found it, it would have been too late.
That is one lucky SOB. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm trying to,
he didn't get the Medal of Honor. He got the Scalpel of Honor.
I'm trying to do it.
How ironic would it be if he got medically boarded out of the military, and that's how he what happens?
No,
that would be messed up.
Where were you in the military? A medic.
Oh well.
Too soon?
Oh, we have a call. Let us answer the phone. You are on the Sully Show. Who's this?
Who do you think it is, Sully?
It's Vin. Hi, Vin.
Child rapists? What?
Why'd you give him the phone number?
Adam.
Why'd I give him the phone number?
Are you guys calmed down now?
Oh, hell no.
Are you okay?
Oh, hell no.
This is what happens when you give our number out on the bathroom wall in the men's room.
Listen, you know what? He's being very, very considerate of you guys. He wants to make sure.
I'm trying to be supportive here. I was even going to throw in an inspirational Star Trek quote, but since you guys are being pricks, I don't think I will.
Hey, it's just what I need right now. It's tricky stuff.
You know what? You know what, Vin? I'll accept that Star Trek quote. Forget that.
Live long and fuck off.
$1 in the jar, my friend.
Put it on my account.
You better put it in the jar. Just saying.
Listen, with Trump's economy, that thing's going to make a lot of money for you.
I probably could have bought 2 new webcams for in here with the amount of you guys swore today.
I'm glad you gave us a free pass on that one because you knew it was coming.
Oh, I knew it was coming. Kind of had to.
Oh, man.
I'm doing this on purpose. I'll let him get away with it this time.
I accept it.
I can actually admit to being a little bit incensed, right? Because I try not to get myself worked up too much over things.
Okay.
But you know, you showed that video, and I was like, oh, fuck.
The worst part is it happened here in Connecticut.
I know how passionate Adam is because he's still in harness, and JT, he's a cut him, he bleeds army green. And when I actually see them, like, I swear to God, if I had a better resolution on my phone, I could have seen them shaking.
Let me tell you, just looking at Adam when it happened, his face just went beet red. Like he was ready
oh my God.
If that was me in the video and Adam was sitting across from me, I'm sure he probably would have choked me out.
I'd have put you in the Hucklebuck.
Listen, I will take full credit for being a professional pot stirrer. Because I stirred the pot big time.
You didn't stir the pot, you threw a friggin' hand grenade in it.
You Harvey Weinstein that. You threw a bunch of young starlets in there and just let him go to town. Too soon?
Thank you.
Wow.
I know it was the dick move, but it was funny.
Hey, we're gonna give you Harvey Weinstein gift cards for joining the show.
Oh, yay!
One free groping.
So I can exchange them for marital aids at any Adam and Eve outlet, can I?
Exactly.
Because I have a few things in mind, my friend.
Yay!
I'm sure they're leather bound and hang from the ceiling.
Keep them away from me.
I was thinking more along the lines of orange marmalade and thin copper wire. Thanks for the suggestion, Adam.
Vin, Amanda says hi to you in the chat room. I think she
Hello,
likes you.
Amanda. Oh, Amanda can hear me. Hello, Amanda.
Everybody
I'm glad
can
you're
hear
becoming
you.
a regular. Soon you will be as sick and as twisted as the rest of us, if you weren't already.
She already is. She knows me.
Outstanding.
She knows me. I take full credit for.
She knows where the red dot's at. She knows.
Oh, I just wanted to pop in. I was going to call in last week, but you guys were having so much fun, I didn't want to interrupt you. So
that's because we had Michelle who was drunk.
I got a couple of pugs to walk because they need to do their thing. So you guys take it easy, and I'll call you next week and bother you with Star Trek quotes.
You know what? That's perfectly fine. Because you know what? My Star Trek quote for you is Khan!
Oh, that's always a good one.
I thought so.
All right, y'all take it easy.
You
Take
too,
care,
Vin. Thanks for calling
Later,
in.
Vin.
All righty.
Bye.
Go walk them puppies.
I love when people call and they have nothing to add.
Amanda
Well, they
wants
always
to know
call
if
when we're
she gets
not on
badge.
a subject yet. It's right before we
It's
start
right
something.
before
You're like,
or right after.
so you can't ask them what are your feelings on it. You're like, okay.
So what do you think of this?
And Amanda wants to know if she gets a badge or something.
Well, if you subscribe to the channel using Amazon Prime, yes. You can actually have a cool badge in the chat room, and you can use the really cool emote that Kevin's going to post in the chat room because I just mentioned that he's going to post it because that's how Kevin rolls.
And Sully will even sew it onto your little Girl Scout badges and everything like that. So you're good to go.
Yeah. Amanda's a girl, Adam.
Yes.
That's okay.
I
She
wasn't
likes
sure.
patches,
Hey,
too.
nowadays it doesn't really matter, right? Anyone can be whatever they want.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we still don't give a damn.
Yeah. I want to be a Girl Scout.
Not at all.
Well, I also want to have a 10-inch dong. How does it feel to want?
That's true. There you go.
If that was the case, you wouldn't be doing the Sully show.
No, I would not.
He's got a point there. Touche and point.
He'd be doing the chicks that Trump did.
Here you go. Wait a minute. Here you go. I gotta put this in. Kevin says, if you sub, you can get a badge next to your name in the twitch.tv/accidental punch chat room. But I'm not subbed. This is awkward. No, but you are our lead moderator, so it's okay. I'll allow it. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Yeah.
And you handle that band hammer just
That's right, you
All right.
do.
Let's get on to our stuff. We got
That's all
lots of
right.
stuff.
Yeah, we do. So we got a lot of things to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about on this prep sheet? We've got the sexual misconduct and assault and people coming out of the woodwork about
I'd like to
this.
talk about that.
You would?
I like that.
All
It
right,
really
yeah,
grinds my gears.
It grinds your gears.
It grinds my gears.
So then the question is, which part of this subject do you want to talk about first? We have Eliza Dushku, who
bless you.
I know. I mean, she's really hot. She's very attractive. You know, she was in Buffy the Vampire
I know
Slayer.
who she was.
in
Trust me.
Dollhouse.
I've masturbated a few times.
Plenty.
To her. Okay.
Plenty of movies that she's been in. I'd love to have her on the show eventually. It'd be really cool to talk to her. So we have that where she has called out the stunt coordinator of True Lies as sexually assaulting her.
Not buying it.
On the set.
Not buying it.
You're not buying it?
No.
Why not?
But was it her sexually assaulting him?
No. She was 12.
This stuff is ridiculous. It is utterly. This Me Too coming out 50 years after the fact is ruining everything. It's going to ruin Hollywood, which I don't really care at this point.
Oh, it's going to
ruin America. It's going to ruin the ability for men and women to interact in any capacity.
Yes.
Consider that gone. Women, you want to blame why you're never going to be able to find a man from this day forward, look to your feminist fat friend that's sitting over there eating chocolates, talking about how we don't need no man who doesn't have a job.
I think I broke
who's
Adam.
got a basket weaving degree and women's liberty studies, okay? Yeah. They're the ones ruining it because now no man in his right mind that has anything to lose is going to talk to a woman.
Sure.
All
absolutely.
he's going to do is say, I'm good. Not even going to take that chance.
You know, you can't even buy a drink now.
Yeah, because 3 years later, hey, I touched a girl's lower back. Hey, I just want to put it out there, guys, in case it comes out and we become famous. At some point, I have done some stuff to girls. Some things I'm not proud of. I'm not going to lie to you.
You were drunk. They were drunk.
They were willing participants, but I would not tell my parents what I did. I have touched girls' lower backs. I have stuck dollar bills down G-strings. I have done these things. Okay?
I think we broke JT.
I have done it in the rain. I have done it on their brains.
I love it. I just want to put this out there.
You've done it in a house. You've done it with a mouse.
Right.
You will not eat green eggs and ham. You will not eat
I've done it with a girl. I've done it with a girl with pearls. All right? It doesn't matter.
Your pearls or her pearls?
Either way.
So, Vin says, let's discuss how horribly unfunny Aziz Ansari is. We're going to get there.
We're going to get to there. I read that story actually today.
And of course, he also says Liam Neeson nailed it. He called it a witch hunt.
It is Salem.
It's exactly, this is exactly what's going to happen. It's a witch hunt. Okay?
Every single man who has anything to do with the movie, music, or TV industry is going to be accused of some sort of sexual harassment.
You know what?
In one
I think
form
we
or
need
another.
to go on the offensive, gentlemen. I think we need to have us too. And
too?
we need to go out there and be like, oh, this woman sexually assaulted me. Yes.
Right. And I said yes.
Yes. Like,
did I enjoy it? Yes.
There should be a statute of limitations on when you can accuse somebody of something.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like
not even like, okay, rape. There are legitimate rape cases.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of the same thing with the social justice that we've done over the last couple of years. That takes away from the legitimacy of the actual crimes that are out there and things that happen. Because now it's the boy or girl who cried wolf. It's, 5 years ago he touched my butt at a party because we were drinking and he caressed it, or she grabbed my lower back. I'm reading some of these stories. I'm like, that's what it's for?
Right.
Not like he took you and roofied you and had sex with you on camera. No. It's innocent. Yeah. He grabbed my breast accidentally and we fell. Okay.
He told
because that was part of the script.
Yeah.
He told a dirty joke.
Okay.
The world's coming to an end.
Vin, I did things with the marine battery, orange marmalade, a thin copper wire. I regret nothing.
That's right.
And Amanda says, as a female, I agree with Adam. Some of this is turning into that. No, people are not going to know how to talk or react to the other gender. And it's true. Okay. The fact that these people are coming out 15, 20, 30 years later from the fact that it's happened. First of all, it's 15, 20, 30 years later. Where's the proof?
Yeah.
There's
and
no
the problem
proof.
is there's no proof needed.
Okay.
There's no longer proof needed.
Right.
All you have to do is make an accusation.
Right.
Even if the person says, yes, I was drunk and this so-and-so happened, or what I recall.
Right. Good example. Okay. I worked in a bar. I was a DJ. Do you know how many people were drunk and, showing their assets
in public
to me to get a song played?
If you ever been to Mardi Gras, hello,
Mardi Gras.
The entire place runs on beads, boods, and boobs.
That whole thing, Mardi Gras, that could be.
Oh God!
Complete.
Mardi Gras is going to be a mess.
That whole week. Lift your shirt off. Get the beads.
Even Myrtle Beach did do the same thing. I got video of that.
Spring break, Myrtle. It doesn't matter.
No more Girls Gone Wild videos.
Any of these major parties can be called sexual harassment, sexual assault, or rape. It doesn't matter. There's no line anymore. You can't distinguish what's what. It's
and
going
all you have to
to
say,
happen.
oh, he sexually assaulted me, but there's no context.
Right.
There's no anything. Or it could be guy or girl. Either way.
Right.
There's no all you have to do is have an axe to grind with somebody and say, this guy or girl.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah, this guy sexually assaulted me, and next thing you know, their career and their life's over. And you're willing to do that for what?
Right. Well, here's a with Eliza Dushku. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this didn't happen. I'm not saying it did happen. There's no proof, okay? It's just like atheists saying there's no God. Well, how do you know? Have you proven there's no God? Have you proven there is a God? Listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's no proof 20 years later.
And here's the thing, okay? Nationwide, 34 states and Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Has statutes of limitations on filing rape and or sexual assault charges ranging from 3 to 30 years.
And the statute of limitations doesn't matter now because in this social media world that we live in.
Yeah, you're going to be guilty.
Bill Cosby.
No matter what.
If I get something and 50,000 people retweet it, that becomes, it doesn't matter if it's true or not.
It becomes proof.
It's proof.
Right.
All people look at is, oh, this person, and nobody really looks at it and goes, oh, was there any proof, or did I just retweet something?
Now, this is my biggest gripe, okay? As the son of a cop, I was taught at a very young age, you see something, you say something.
Right.
Simple as that. You see something, you say something. Most people, they learned you see something, you say something after 9/11, which pisses me off because I grew up with this. I'm sorry. If I saw or somebody came to me and said, this person raped me, I'm going to say, who was it? We need to report it. We need to take care of this now.
Yeah, the problem with rape is it's a different crime.
It is, but it's still a sexual assault.
It is,
but
it's different.
The biggest problem is a lot of women are afraid to speak up, which is perfectly fine. I get it, because they feel that their pride is hurt, like they're embarrassed. I get it. I do. I get it. It's a tough thing to just come out and say and accuse somebody without any proof. I get it. But in this case, in Eliza Dushku's case, okay, she not only told her agent, she was 12.
Right.
She's 12 at the time. Sorry, you told a trusted adult who trusts your career with her that the stunt coordinator did things to you in the hotel room. Hello? Don't get me wrong. I get it. It's a James Cameron film. You're working with Tom Arnold. You're working with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis. I get it. Come on. The adult didn't get up and say, I need to report this to the director who's in charge of production? James Cameron even stated in the article that if he had known about it, the guy would have been gone.
Right.
Off the set, fired, done. And he's a trusted stunt coordinator.
Right.
His agency let him go because of these accusations.
Well, the thing about it is, so it happens when she was 12, and if everything's true,
yes.
And I'm gonna preface it, not that I'm saying that she's lying,
right? Because we don't know what the truth
is.
Now, Jamie Lee Curtis is speaking up for her, saying that we talked about this between the two of them, and she was very heartbroken over it. Absolutely, you're heartbroken over it. She was 12 at the time,
and I understand that. She's also had a distinguished career as far as in acting.
Yes.
And at any given point, when did this not come out? I understand when you're a young kid, don't know what to do, but you mature and you realize something was awry.
Right.
So now, 15 years later, now you're inclined to speak up again and say, why was no charge? Why did she not go to her parents? And
exactly.
say, Mom and Dad, this happened on set. Because if that happened to my little girl, I don't care if Arnold Schwarzenegger's there as the Terminator. I'm going to terminate everyone on site.
Why didn't, let's see here.
That's where my issue is that, and I understand that women are embarrassed and children, so it's a different thought process. It is.
It's different.
And it's very psychological. It's very damaging, and there's no right or wrong way to go about it.
Right.
You have to be very sensitive. I'm a little less sensitive to 20 years later after the fact when everyone else is bringing it up. Now, maybe it's an important thing to learn from, But I think now we've gone to the place where it's hard for me to look at anyone anymore without legitimate proof and say, I'm going to side with the person being accused more than the accuser, because now you've made the society more of, I don't need proof. I just need to be able to say this happened, or my perception. There's a big thing at the Oscars, or not the Golden Globes. Oprah Winfrey made a comment about your truth. The problem is that your truth is not the truth.
Right. There are 2 to 3 sides of every story.
Just because I feel something doesn't make it truth.
Right.
If I feel the Earth is flat, doesn't mean it's true. If I feel that if I feel that Michael Bay is the greatest actor, doesn't make it, or greatest director, doesn't make it true.
Bite me.
I had to get that in there, and that's where we're at. It's very hard in this society, and I feel like it's just spawning out to the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and this is my thing, okay? When it first started happening, okay, when everything came out with Weinstein and the 90 some odd people now that have accused him of some form of harassment, from just, basic harassment through rape.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. When that first came out, to be honest with you, when it hit 20 people, I'm kind of like, hey, wait a minute. How could this happen? How could so many people, and yeah, I understand the power that he has or had at the time, but how can so many people sit here and take that kind of abuse from him, and not one out of 90 something people say something?
Right.
Oh, the Harvey one?
Okay. And then it goes on. In general. You've got this person that gets accused, and you got that person that gets accused, and then all of a sudden it's Matt Lauer from the Today Show.
Yeah, but see, that's
getting accused. And the thing of it is like you guys have talked about. Number one, there's been no proof of any way, in any way, shape, or form from any of these people.
So, well, some of them have.
That I've
seen. So, and that's the thing. Some of them do have proof. Like with Elijah's case,
it keeps rolling along and snowballing and snowballing and snowballing.
Yeah.
And 90%, I'm sorry, but if you do not have some form of proof, some form of evidence, and I understand if you were 12 years old, getting evidence to it isn't really in your head. I understand that. But if you're going to come forward, especially if you're going to accuse somebody of rape, okay, because and I know, and anybody who has watched any kind of jail show knows that one of the worst kind of people that you can be when you go to jail is a rapist.
Because they're going to do what you did to them.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Saying.
And especially if it was a child.
Yeah.
But
without a doubt.
If you do not have some form of proof,
well,
don't come to me and say, "Hey, this person did this."
Right. You gotta have some
Especially
sort of proof.
not after 20 years.
And it can't be during an opportune time. Coming out, this person's going for an office or a job. I'm suddenly going to come out 20 years later. Give me a break.
It's like this is the new version of football bandwagon fans,
Exactly.
Hey,
I was molested too when I was 5.
Jean-Claude Van Damme got accused of sexual harassment. Well, hey, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon.
Well, of course.
Everyone. And if you're a male or female, or you've done anything in your life where you partied or had a good time, you got to be worried now. Like, is that going to come back to haunt me?
I guarantee you, things that I did when I was younger or when I was over in Germany, I could have people accusing me of sexual harassment left and right.
Yeah.
Because I told dirty jokes all the fucking time.
I'm just glad the internet wasn't around when I was doing half the stuff.
I told dirty jokes all the time. I didn't do anything as far as, going out and groping somebody or raping somebody or anything like that. But a lot of things that I did that everybody knew was being done in a joking manner,
right,
could easily have been turned around.
Now, according to, in this case, okay, and don't get me wrong, like all her co-stars, her former co-stars, her friends, they're all backing her, which is great. Here's my biggest issue. And she even states, I wasn't ready to talk about it then, but now that everybody's coming out and talking about it, I'm ready to talk about it, which is fine. That's fine. Perfectly fine. I get it. Okay? Here's what happens. Dushku, 37, oh, she's my age, yay, gave a detailed account of what she alleges Emmy-nominated Kramer did. She said that she shared her story at the time with her parents, 2 adult friends, and an older brother. Her parents, 2 adult friends, older brother.
And her parents didn't do anything.
No one seemed ready to confront this taboo subject then, nor was I. But she also told her guardian on set, legal guardian on set, who can back up the claims that they did try to report inappropriate behavior on set multiple times. Sue Booth Forbes, who was Dushku's legal guardian on the movie set, also backed up the actress's accounts. Perfect. You have 6 to 7 witnesses that you told.
Why did none of this happen back then?
All adults.
So why did nothing happen? If Cameron,
and that's what I want to know.
So now
why,
I'm actually more to James Cameron. You had to have known. So this had to come out somewhere.
Which brings me to the previous article that's on the prep sheet, because that article specifically states, and I quote, as soon as I scroll down here, let me get it. Director James Cameron also responded to Dushku's allegations over the weekend at the Television Critics. Shut up. The Television Critics Association press tour for his series James Cameron's Story of Science Fiction. Eliza is very brave of speaking up. Yes, I agree. And I think all the women that are speaking up and calling for a reckoning now are brave, he said. I know that other party not well. He hasn't worked for me since then, but the fact that this is happening under our noses and we didn't know about it. I think going forward it's important for all industries and certainly Hollywood to create a safe avenue for people to speak up, that they feel safe and that anybody that might be a predator or an abuser knows that the mechanisms is there, that it's encouraged and there's no shame around it, and there will be no and there will be consequences. James Cameron nails it right on the head. However, there already is. Speak up. Speak up. I'm sorry, if you're 12 years old, you know how to dial 911.
Here's the other thing: is the parents and the guardians. Those are the ones that should have been screaming to the top of their lungs.
Right.
Going to the media, even going to the actors themselves and saying, "Yeah, this is what's happening." You don't think if Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's for the most part has been a wholesome guy, at that point especially,
yeah, absolutely,
not a lot of swearing, but you could have went to them and said, "Hey, this is what's going on."
Right.
So those parents in those cases, I blame them because she said something.
Because you know what? Arnold would have walked right down into that room and be like, what's going on?
Terminated him. It would have been like, we're done.
So Arnold did chime in today, okay, on all the accusing and all of that. Let's see. In a lengthy post on her official Facebook, blah, 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 stated that she couldn't. Let's see here.
Many thought 2017 would be
the
year of the woman. The year
Stop
that
it. It's not the year of the woman. Especially with Hillary. Just saying. Let's see here. Let me... okay. So, Tom Arnold chimed in. And he says on his Twitter, I promise you, at Jim Cameron, Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, we would have done something too. We all love and are proud of Elijah for doing that. Absolutely. They worked with her the most on the film. They did. Okay? Arnold chimed in. Tom, you bet your ass all of us would have done something. I'm shocked and saddened for Elijah, but I am also proud of her. Beyond being a great talent and an amazing woman, she is so courageous. Listen, I'm probably going to get heat for this, but you're not courageous if you're coming out with this 20 to 30 years later. You're courageous if you step up and you do it when it happens.
Right.
I'm sorry. You know, yes, does it need to be said? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There is no tolerance for this crap.
Well, there's going to be no tolerance anywhere.
Because it gives men a bad name. And listen, we don't need another bad name. We could do it ourselves.
We're already screwing things up as it is.
See, but this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see because it has not come out in any way, shape, or form. You cannot tell me in all of Hollywood and in all of music and in all of TV that not one woman has ever sexually harassed a man.
I'm going to have to agree with JT on that. There's no proof. There's no proof that
there's
there's
no
one way or another.
You really can't rape the willing.
Yeah. Yeah, there are more teachers having sex with male students.
Oh my God, where were these teachers when I was in high school? Seriously. There's like hot teachers having sex left and right, and I'm like, damn, where were you?
Yeah. It's like, hello.
Seriously, God.
You know, it is what it is. But, I mean, come on. These are all people that she trusted on the set, and the parents didn't do anything.
The problem about it is Hollywood is this whole idea of, like, it wants to be wholesome when it wants to be wholesome, but then they'll have violence and sex and everything.
The walls are crumbling down.
But then they try to, I didn't know. You knew.
Yes, you did.
Here's the analogy. If you're a guy and you're living in a dorm or you're living in the barracks or just in general, just with your friends, we all know about the stuff that goes around.
Yes.
And about, oh, did you hear about so-and-so?
Yes.
You mean to tell me in that industry with everything going on that it was such a, like this Harvey Weinstein, nobody knew?
3 letters.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
3 letters. TMZ.
There's, especially now with social media and phones and all this stuff.
They know.
You mean to tell me that nobody... Like, I had a conversation with somebody on Facebook with this Oprah thing when it came out, and I said, she knew. I was like, now, I love Oprah because she does a lot of great things for a lot of people.
Absolutely,
She's a fantastic human soul who's done a lot of good with her money. Fantastic. However, that being said...
She's best friends
come out there
with Harvey Weinstein.
You cannot come out there on your high horse and be like, you're courageous.
The time is now.
No, you are part of the problem because you are the most powerful woman in Hollywood. Let's be honest. Oprah is the most powerful, most influential. Her thumbs up on a movie, a book, can make your career.
Absolutely.
Anything.
Absolutely.
So you mean to tell me that she doesn't vet her friends and understand like what possibly could be going on? I know when somebody is kind of a douchebag before he dates my sister. You mean to tell me...
My bad, sorry.
Yeah. He doesn't... That's what gets me is this whole, I didn't know, or I was totally shocked.
No,
you weren't.
No.
Because there's tons of celebrities that are out there going, this happens all the time. How?
Yeah, and what kind of backlash has Oprah gotten for this? Absolutely
they want her to run
none.
for president. I'm like, are you kidding me?
They want her to run for president. There's no absolute backlash
your
at all.
best friend, you're kissing on pictures and everything else, and there's all kinds of stuff. You mean to tell me you didn't know a thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want you running my
House
country
would
if
be
you
worse
couldn't
than
figure out
Trump
your
being
friend
there.
was a molester. All right? I'm sorry. You're not running this country if you didn't know that. And it's not to say anything, but if you're a hypocrite, or if you have demons in your closet, or if you know stuff, do not go out there.
Nope.
People that live in glass houses should not have rockets, okay? They should not, because they will shatter that shit.
I want to make it kaboom.
It's like, oh, I didn't know my Muslim friend was going to go ahead and blow up that building. I mean, he did buy a lot of C4 and other stuff, but I just thought, hey, maybe he's into construction.
You know,
come on.
Amanda says, say it, Adam, preach.
Seriously.
Carol, who just chimed in the chat room. Hi, Carol. I know you were hiding there. She said, I was absolutely right. A woman told me I was right.
That's the first time that's going to happen.
All right, it's probably the last.
Might as well document that.
I did. It's recorded.
Screenshot it.
Somebody clip that shit. Yeah. All in all, okay, the lesson here has always been, if something happens, say something. And don't get me wrong, you know, them saying that the parents and the legal guardian, they all tried to put in a complaint. Did you go to James Cameron?
Yeah. Or the cops?
Or the
when
police.
Cops show up on a movie set, kind of
or anybody.
Anything.
Yeah, anybody. Listen, not for nothing, but if Little Jedi was on a movie set and someone did that, to my kid.
My kid wouldn't be alone with anyone on a movie set.
Exactly.
I'd be
Especially
on there
at
with
the age of 12.
the only pair with a legal weapon allowed to be on set.
And not for nothing, but you will not survive my wrath.
I wouldn't even let my kids be actors.
I wouldn't mind. It's a lot of money.
Kevin says, are there any
I wouldn't let her work
I'd
for
rather
Disney.
I'd rather them be good people.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a good way to do things, and there's a bad way to do things.
You don't get rewarded in Hollywood for being the good way of things.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
You don't. And this is the problem. This is the problem. And the worst part is, I hate to break it to you people, I hate to break it to you, and I'm sure I'm going to get shit for this too. Many of those actresses, let them do it because they want the role.
They went to them knowing full well, this is not
this is my career.
This is not a new thing for humankind. No. People
The
have been doing
only
this for
way
a long time. There are plenty of gold diggers, men and women, that are marrying older men and women for money, knowing all too well.
Kevin goes,
there's only one way for a person to have power over you, and that is if you let them.
Right.
If you let them have that power over you, they will wield it in any way, shape, and form that they want to. But if you sit there and you look at the director who says, hey, if you want to be in this movie, let's go get some nani-nani.
Yeah,
that's usually called a porno film.
If you say, yes, let's do that, then he has that power over you, or she has that power over you. But if you look at them in the face and say, no, it's not going to happen, and I'm going straight to the freaking media to tell them that that's what you just told me, then they have no power over you.
Right.
Plain and simple.
It all comes down to what you believe in and go from there. Okay? I'm sorry. If I don't even care if it was Scarlett Johansson, and you know she's my celebrity crush. Okay, see, if God forbid, if anything, it's already been okayed.
It's been signed off.
It has been signed off. Okay, it would never happen. That's number one.
That's why she signed off on it.
Exactly. That's number one. And number two, even if she said, "Well, you know, I'm going to give you this part if you do this," you know, it's real simple. It's never going to happen. I'm sorry. The part is not worth it to me.
Because I earn it, not because you gave it to me.
Exactly.
Because I did a sexual favor with you.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. It's Scarlett Johansson. Really, who would pass that up?
Yeah, I mean, like you need anything in return.
But I'm sorry. You know, it's called level of respect. I'm sorry. I respect you because of your career and what you've done. I would like you to respect me because I can't take that offer. I'm sorry. Most, not all, but most that get put into that situation, they want the part because it's going to be a good movie. They're going to make millions of dollars off of it. They're going to get an Oscar for it or whatever. It happens. It's been happening for decades.
Mm-hmm.
It's been happening for at least a century.
And no matter how far the Me Too movement goes and the Time's Up movement goes and everything else, it is going to continue to happen.
Right. Until, well, I don't know. I think it's going to start dying down now because people are, oh, shit.
Oh, no. They're just going to find another way to hide it.
Eventually, yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Kevin says, are there any movie trailers we can look at? Need a lighter topic. You know, Kevin, that is a perfectly good way to transition into, you know, something that I like, and I do. I like it. No, JT, I'm not doing it yet. I'm not doing it yet, JT. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not doing it yet. Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
What is he doing?
He was taking his earpiece out of his ears. Don't worry. I got you. It's all good, JT. But I will hit it when I can. Okay, just saying. But I like to just say that we do need to liven it up a little bit. You know what? We're going to talk about what's his name there. Aziz Ansari next week, because let me tell you something. I need to tie this in next week because Royce and Mersch called it weeks ago. Just saying, weeks ago. Everything with the whole sexual accusations with anybody who's been coming out lately, they've been calling it ahead of time.
Wait a minute.
Before TMZ.
Is Matt Groening, Merch, and Royce?
What? That'd be great.
Are they the Simpsons?
They're time travelers. They are.
They're the Simpsons of More Like Radio.
They really are. It's great. It's great. So I do need to do a little bit more research on Aziz, and more stuff is coming out. Trust me. And yes, he's not funny.
He's annoying.
I do not find him funny.
I'd rather listen to a Quickie Mart person tell a story than Aziz. Oh God,
slushy with just syrup, right?
I rather have somebody who works at the call center stand up than him.
There you go.
Jeez,
there you
horrible.
go.
Hey, they got some pretty funny damn stories.
They do.
Thank you for calling.
Amanda says, make me laugh my ass off, please. Well, you got it. JT, pull your earplugs out because it is now time for... It's time for... I can't believe That's right. It is time for I Can't Believe I Read That, where we take 5 wonderful news stories throughout the interwebs and, well, we make fun of them. And you know, some of this is really good stuff. Let me tell you. This one's a spare no expense type of moment because, well, that's how we roll. Our first one, now mind you, these are not for the dumbass of the week, but these are the ones that, you know, kind of came in close.
They're contenders.
Yeah, they're contenders. They came very, very close. And some of them we have audio, some of them we have video, and some of them we have pictures on. But let me tell you, this one comes from Portland, Oregon.
Good old Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. We don't hear a lot from Oregon.
Which is a good thing.
Not gonna lie. You know, we don't hear a lot from Portland, Oregon. But I will say that suspects steal a 400-pound ramp from a business in Northeast Portland. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, what are you talking about? Well, there's video, and I'm going to split it, and here we go. Maybe if I unmute it.
Business in Northeast Portland are asking for your help. They're hoping to find a large aluminum ramp they say was stolen Monday night. Eastside Van and Storage says they've been victims of thieves and vandals numerous times, but this particular crime was quite costly.
Fox 12's Marcia Martinez joins us live in studio now with surveillance video of this theft, Marcia.
Surveillance video.
Employees at Eastside Van and Storage have been circulating a flyer about this particular ramp since it was stolen. Their surveillance cameras captured the 2 thieves, a man and a woman in a white Ford van. As they got away, the stolen ramp is worth more than $1,000, so the small business is hoping not only that the thieves get caught, but that they can also recover it. Since Eastside Van and Storage relocated to its new location on Northeast Airport Way just 8 months ago, they've experienced a wave of crime.
We've been dealing with all the homeless people around here that are just kind of parked.
You took my ramp. I need that for my wheelchair. Oh, sorry. Too soon?
Oh.
My bad. My bad. Vin says, Portland, Socialist Eden.
Also very true. Did you check all the coffee shops and
Did you text
and the
Starburst?
breweries? I'm pretty sure it's there.
Starburst. I said Starburst instead of Starbucks.
What did he look like? Well, he was a hipster with a beard, and he also had a flannel on. Sir, you just described most of Portland.
Oh, right.
My bad.
Let's go on.
Right around here in the zombie trailers all the time, just breaking in, stealing fuel.
Wait, did you say zombie trailers?
He did.
Northern says they installed cameras a few months ago and even hired a security guard, but that hasn't deterred vandals and thieves.
I got cameras pretty much all around the building.
Although the police have investigated each case,
working.
nobody has been brought to justice, and he says the break-ins have escalated.
2 nights ago, they went and stole the walkboard from us, a ramp which we used for going up into the warehouse.
Surveillance video shows that it took the thieves less than an hour to drag the 400-pound ramp away. And although a ramp may not be a practical item to steal, Northern says aluminum will fetch about $3 to $4 a pound at a scrapyard.
Wait, this is Oregon, right?
A big payday for the thieves.
So they could figure out how to
Still,
steal a ramp,
Northern
but not how to
remains
pump
hopeful
gas?
they'll be caught.
hopefully these guys get caught and, I mean, see it on video and tell their buddies so they don't come back.
If you recognize the man and woman that you see right here on your screen,
Jack and Jill?
well, you're asked to call police. Live in studio, Marja Martinez, Fox 12
They're going to an Antifa rally.
I mean, really, like, who in their right mind steals a
Maybe
ramp?
they want to do a new hit single called "I'm on a Ramp." I don't know. Maybe.
I'll tell you who would do it. The same kind of people, like the two people that burned down a freaking building, an industrial building here in the local area, because they went inside and tried to steal the copper wiring, and killed both of them.
Ooh.
And burned the building to the ground.
Amanda's got a good point. She said, "Look at in skate parks." It's a good point.
Yeah, very good
That's
point.
good deductive work. You should be a
Skate
cop.
park. There you go. That's a very. You know what?
Or a Mountie if you're from Canada.
I
eh?
think Amanda may have solved the case. It's a possibility. Kevin says Paul Blart isn't intimidating anymore, I guess.
Those segways out in Oregon.
Hey. Funny story. West Farms Mall over here in West Hartford. Yep. Now, mind you, I got Sammy in the carriage. You know, we're walking through the mall. First thing I see, tall, skinny guy on a Segway, security guard. I'm like, Paul Blart. Mocap.
They made more than one of those. You know that, really? Can't even believe that.
They made two.
They made two. Yeah, we can't get a primetime show. I don't understand.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. Vince says, yep, tweakers. And Amanda also says, you can call me Private Eye Madam. Yep. All right, so this next one, this is a good one. This next one, a woman returned dead Christmas tree to Costco for a full refund in January. Santa Clarita, California, while the rest of us were debating where to abandon our trees, one woman decided to take hers back for a refund. So, come January, the woman reportedly wanted her money back for her once lively Christmas tree because it was now dead. Customers at the Costco in the suburbs of Los Angeles were blown away, and one man couldn't help but post the rest of the details on Facebook. I can't make this stuff up, he wrote. Woman in line at Costco, totally nonchalant, to return her Christmas tree because it is dead on January 4th. Amazingly, she actually did get her money back, according to the post, but not without a little bit of shaming from the store and other customers. Something to keep in mind for next year if your Christmas tree is, quote, dead after being chopped down a month before, you may be able to get a refund. And go.
When hood rats attack at Costco. Next. Oh my God.
Vin says that sweet, creamy meth.
That is the most Grinchy, Jewy thing ever to do. Again, the Jews love me. I'm just making a joke.
Amanda says Costco paid her.
That's their problem. Because if I worked at Costco, you know me, I'd be like, no, bye-bye.
Yeah.
No, bye-bye. Eat a dick. Bye. No, I'm good.
Paid her.
Amanda,
that's the problem with retail.
Amanda says, are you kidding me? Oh my God, that sperm got through? Jeez.
It is in California, so as Vin says, only in California.
Yep. And Kevin says, got to make sure you get that lifetime warranty on them Christmas trees. It's very true. Very true.
I mean, everyone knows that they're supposed to last an entire lifetime. Once you cut them down, take them out of their main source of nutrients and water and everything.
Sure, sure.
We all know that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I thought this was one of them fake trees when I bought it, but it turned out it was real.
That's false advertising right there. It was too realistic looking.
Too realistic. Too realistic.
I didn't think nothing of it when the squirrel came popping out of it. I was wondering where the robin's egg nest came from.
What? Crazy.
Oh my God, read the next one.
All right,
read
this next one. This next one comes from Ireland. Good old Ireland.
A little international, I can't believe I read that.
From my home country, of my family. My home country's here in America.
Smart kicked
but
out.
Vin says it's the undercoat. It kills trees. So anyway, this one comes from Ireland. Burglar who injured genitals during shop break sues the shopkeeper.
How you going to shoot the
my
shop?
God.
What?
And he'll win. He'll win.
Shopkeeper in Ireland is allegedly being sued by a burglar who injured himself while breaking into his shop. The shop in Kings Court, Cavan, was broken into by 3 men in November of 2015 who used a sledgehammer to gain entry. As the men attempted to get away, they were arrested by armed Gardaí arriving at the scene. That's police, by the way. The men were given suspended sentences for their roles in the burglary. It has since been discovered that one of the men sustained injuries in haste to get away. The shopkeeper called Kevin told broadcaster Joe Duffy that the burglar ran into a shelf as he was trying to leave and injured his genitals. Speaking for RTE's Live Line, Kevin said it was probably dark in the store and I think he injured himself on the shelf or unit. He had a cut to his scrotum. One thing I love about the Irish, they don't censor anything.
No.
Reading the medical report on it, he didn't get a stitch to it. He had one of those steri strips and was brought back to
I would
the
have put one of those
station.
Band-Aids for kids on it and said, screw it.
I'm a big kid.
You're getting a Snoopy one.
Destroy the Explorer on my nuts.
Here, take some Flintstone vitamins and a Snoopy Band-Aid and call me.
Kevin says, you fucking fuckers. Kevin explained how after the incident he received a letter. I got a letter from the solicitor asking me to take all responsibility for the accident, Kevin said. My solicitor advised me to wait and see. He didn't do anything. His solicitor then obviously lodged in with the PIAB, Personal Injuries Assessment Board, and we then got the letter from them stating that if we wanted to take part, it would cost us 600 euros. The shopkeeper said that he has had to replace the door at the back of his shop and that the burglars destroyed closed-circuit television evidence of the incident. So here you go. You got 3 guys who decide, hey, I'm going to break into this shop. They get caught after smashing all the stuff, all the cameras and everything else, break the back door, and as one's running, cuts himself on his scrotum and decides, hey, it's a great idea to sue you because your shelf was in my way of getting out of the store.
So this is the international version of my son robbed your store, you shot him, so I'm going to sue you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Sorry, it doesn't matter if you broke in and you were trespassing.
I would send them the bill for the door and everything.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
Sorry, you were trespassing.
I see your scrotum bill and raise you a back door.
and closed-circuit television.
Camera,
exactly.
And security system and shelves.
And don't get me wrong, those are pretty cheap now, but you could go for the high stuff. Like, this is what I had.
I'd have been like, I'll pay it if you let me dick punch you once. Be like, what? Yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna pay for a scrotum being hurt, I'm gonna make sure I get my money's worth.
Kevin says, that guy's got the right idea. Break into a place, run into a wall, get paid.
I mean, that's the American dream. If I ever saw one,
you know, it really is.
That is one that we should definitely bring over to this country.
With a hot cup of coffee.
Yeah, guys, let's
chain migrate that person over here.
There you go.
Built that wall in the north, too.
Yay. All right, this next one comes from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Ooh.
I know.
Good old Bill Clinton town.
Little Rock, Arkansas. Arkansas. Police are trying to track down a pooping jogger.
Damn it, they
Where's
found
Mr. Bunky when you need him?
Caught on camera.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, folks. That's right. You heard me right.
Where'd they have the camera hidden?
A pooping jogger. Well, it just so happens there's video.
Thank God there is.
Just saying.
Of course there is.
That is the most bizarre thing I ever.
Tiffany Matzela had barely set off for breakfast Saturday morning.
As I came around to get in the passenger side of the vehicle,
when she quickly lost her appetite,
I noticed a huge pile of feces.
Assuming a big
It's
dog
okay, you can
and
call it poop.
irresponsible owner were to blame, she and her fiance went back to look at their security cameras.
When we did, we found out it was not a dog, it was a person that had been jogging down the street who had run up, come in between the cars, and then defecated in between the cars and ran away.
So she posted.
We've all been there.
Now, I do need to state this. If you got to go,
you got to go.
Go with a smile. Okay? Just saying. But the fact that he was caught. Kevin says, huge. Trump voice. Huge. That's huge.
It was a
huge pile of poop. And Vince says, wow, what a shithole. And Amanda
This town has turned into a real shithole.
And Amanda says, the shits run away with him.
Say, be glad he didn't have diarrhea.
The mad shitter strikes again.
Let's go on.
Store.com asking for the poopatrator to come and clean it up.
We understand that accidents happen.
The mess remained, but still Tiffany went about her business. That is,
Her
until
business.
she tried to leave for work on Wednesday.
I reached for my door handle, and I actually reached and grabbed it and touched it.
A soiled piece of paper towel tucked up inside her car door handle.
I mean, it was
Surveillance footage appears to show the same jogger who got down and dirty in her driveway days earlier. Tiffany once again took to social media.
The neighborhood's calling him bandit.
A number of her Hillcrest neighbors have come out claiming they too are victims of the bandit. One even going so far as to writing a letter to the man he thinks is responsible.
I think that was really concerning is, you know, that it is a pattern.
Tiffany has since notified the police because stopping the number 2 in her driveway.
I hope they do find him, and I do hope that he finds some help.
Well, that's her number 1 priority.
Well, I mean, you can get DNA from poop.
He's the poopatrator. Amanda says, poopatrator.
It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
Vin says, head desk.
Oh, man.
Kevin says, boom.
This guy's got a real shitty existence.
Kevin says, well, we're the shitty bandits.
That's what happens when you take that pre-workout without taking a poop.
That's
Words
my
of the
new
wise.
band's name.
Yep.
JT and the Shit Bandits.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, we got your new band name.
Come on, you knew I was going to do it. No, not even that. You knew I was going to do this. Just because of the shitty bandits. Just saying. Just saying.
So funny.
What's so funny?
So funny. What are you laughing at? You did it again, didn't you? You left the water running, didn't you? What's wrong with you? Why do you do that? I told you not to do it.
Harry, it's our calling card. All the great ones leave their mark. We're the wet bandits.
Yes, you know that? You're really sick.
And that would get him caught in the end anyway. Poor Harry and Marv. Just saying. All right. So, let's get into this last one before we get into the dumbass of the week. And this one's a doozy. This one is...
I'm reading it and I'm already thinking this is from JT's family, for sure.
Man accused of marrying wife's daughter pleads no contest to bigamy and other charges.
True story. Totally JT's family.
Oh, come now.
Extended family?
I won't go into all of it.
Third cousin?
But... Man charged with marrying a woman in 2015 for marrying...
Second cousin on is legal.
That's true. Second cousin is legal. Man charged with marrying a woman in 2015 and marrying her daughter a year later without first getting a divorce has entered into a plea agreement. Christopher Hauptmann, 44 of Shamokin, pleaded no contest to Northumberland County Court Thursday to charges of bigamy, forgery, unsworn falsification to authorities, and firearms county. Judge Paige Rossini sentenced him, who also has used Buckley as his last name, to a year minus a day to 2 years minus a day in prison, followed by 10 years probation. He was given credit for 332 days he has been in jail, unable to post bail. He was scheduled to stand trial next week. Is prohibited from having any contact with Shannon Dietrich, who he had wed in Florida in 2015 and who testified against him. The bigamy court charged him with marrying Dietrich's daughter, Kaylee Durovic, in September of 2016 without having divorced.
These people live in a trailer park.
Oh, this is this is like as the world turns in real life.
How much do you hate your mom that you marry her?
Adam.
Yeah.
My gene pool is not even that stupid.
This guy's so lazy, he won't even go on Tinder. He just goes like next door.
Wait a minute. Here's the best part. He's still married to the daughter.
Oh man.
Amanda said, I thee wed them both. Now the gene pool goes down the toilet.
I hope to God they aren't
Jerry.
Oh, that's a Jerry episode.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I'm not the daddy. She's the daddy.
I guarantee they've been on Jerry at least once. They might even been on like the 25th anniversary special.
I want my yard chair back.
It's quite the possibility.
Oh my God.
All right, so that is, I can't believe I read that for this week. And let's go right into the more stuff because we have to. It's good stuff this way. Let me tell you, it's good.
You people are idiots. Welcome back, dumbass. Dumbass. Got anything for that, dumbass? Well, April Fool, dumbass.
It's time for the Dumbass of the Week.
Dumbasses. Dumbass. You dumbasses? 300 million sperm. That's the one that got through.
Yes, that is the one that got through. It is now time for the Dumbass of the Week, where we take all those wonderful contenders that we've had either emailed to us or anything like that, and, well, we make fun of them even more. If you have a contender, you can always send it to us to dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com. Again, the email is dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com, or on Twitter, use the hashtag DAOTW. This one comes from Russia. Yes,
wow.
Russia. Now, have you noticed we did not touch Florida at all this week?
That would be a first.
That's a good thing because it's got diseases and stuff.
Haven't touched Florida at all this week. This one is a man who stole a personal carrier, rammed his way into a store. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, what do you mean a personal carrier? A tank.
What? Please tell me there's footage.
There is some footage. There is...
I don't know how to say that's a dumbass. That's badass. That should be badass of the week.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait until you find out what store it is. He stole the tank so he could get a bottle of wine.
What? That has got to be some high-end wine. Thank you very much.
It's just video of the tank right outside. You can see it's up through the front window. Kevin says, "For Mother Russia." You can see he drove over the back of a car.
It's gotten so bad there that people have access to tanks.
Yeah. Oh,
he's in the reserves.
A Russian man was arrested after stealing an armored personnel carrier from a secured facility
How do you steal
and
that?
using it to run his way into a store to take a bottle of wine. CCTV footage from the store in Apathy shows the man ramming the vehicle, which operates on treads like a tank, into a store's window before climbing in to take a bottle of wine.
Not even vodka?
Wait a minute. The best part is the man gets back into the carrier and rams it into the store a second time.
Just for good measure.
Just for the
Just
shits
'cause.
and giggles.
As
Why
Kevin said,
not?
it's a commuter tank. Yeah. You guys want a carpool? It seats 12.
I'm just saying.
Nostrovia, we drink and wait for the police.
Mother Russia. Comrade General.
Omega Red.
Ain't no lousy bars in front of the window gonna stop me.
I feel like Russia's YouTube is probably way better than ours.
Oh, it's got to be.
Oh, it's got to be ridiculous.
It's got to be. So right now what I'm showing is the CCTV footage. It's from inside the store, and all you see is the front of the tank just pulling right up into the window, knocking over a Christmas tree, glass breaks, and then the guy gets out of the tank
But look. There's a guy standing next to it.
Yes, there's a guy watching.
He's like, what the hell's going on here?
See, here you go. He gets out, moves the tree.
This is how bad Russia is. There's people standing by watching this.
He tears the tree apart and takes a plush dog that was on the tree off of it.
How drunk do you have to be?
Or wanna be.
Kevin says the all-new Volvo X240 tank, perfect for those trips to the grocery store.
Absolutely. So here he goes. He gets down off. He's still fumbling around with the Christmas tree. He's kicking things. Runs off camera. It looks like he's like right in the corner. Grabs the bottle of wine, goes back out, and jumps back into the tank.
That'd be awesome if it went to the drive-thru. I swear to God, that'd be so awesome.
Pull up right to McDonald's. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your
order? What do you want? Everything.
Give it to me.
Give it to me or I blow up the entire place.
So he backs out.
Whatever you have ready is what I want.
The Amanda says, the other guy says, I'll watch, but get me a vodka while I wait. So he pulls back, and he goes faster this time into the front of the store. Hey, listen, he really needs his wine, all right? I'm just saying. Vince says, Russian levels of drunkenness. I did drink, but Jesus. Yep. So there you go. That is our dumbass of the week for this week. If you have a contender, send it to us to dumbass@thesullyshowonline.com, and we may just use it for the show.
Wow.
I mean, come on.
All I can say is, really?
Kevin says he's still getting used to the clutch. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I guess we better get out of here. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Almost that time.
So, Adam, why don't we go for it here?
You can follow me on Twitter at PatriotPride80 and also on Instagram at DeplorableTeam6. Don't forget to also follow our Sully Show Instagram page. We're building that up, so be sure to follow us on there.
Yeah. JT, go for it, my friend.
You can follow me on Twitter at JTH_country. You can follow me on Facebook. Just do a search for JT Hollis fan page or Veteran Garden Deco. Or you can follow my regular website at www.jthollismusic.com.
That's right. You can also follow me on Twitter at The Sully Show, as well as at Accidental Punch. Make sure you click the follow button on Twitch. And if you're a Twitch Prime subscriber, Amazon Prime, good old Amazon, click the subscribe button. It's free. It'll help us upgrade some equipment. I want to get a new camera for Adam here.
Oh, God,
he's dying for a new camera. I want to get him one.
I got low def.
Yes. On Wednesday tomorrow, Kevin will be playing the background mission of Last of Us. Highly recommend it. He rage quit last week, so it's going to be pretty cool. That's at about 8 o'clock tomorrow. Thursday is Shout Out with JT Hollis. About 7:30, 8 o'clock is usually when he goes live, and I highly recommend interacting with him during that show. We're going to get him a phone number eventually. Dutch and Royce is live right now after us on More Like Radio. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Screw you guys, I'm getting him.
You're listening to The Sully Show.
They got the mustard.
Screw you. I'm going to get an anti-aircraft gun to go bird hunting.
Ah, yes. And we are off the audio feed. Thank you to everybody who tuned in and chimed in today. I do appreciate it. For those watching on Periscope, thanks for tuning in. Amanda, Vin, Carol, Kevin, everybody that was in the Twitch chat room, thank you very much for tuning in for us and enjoying the show. We're live next Tuesday at 7:30. And just for you, February 13th, I'm saying it right now, February 13th, Stacey Dash from Clueless, Mo Money, Fox News. She'll be on the show. Yay.
I will try not to drool over too much.
You're going to drool no matter what.
I know. I'm going to get that pre-drool out.
It is what it is. So make sure, check us out. Thanks for everybody for giving us encouragement. If everybody would just share it on their Facebook page, share it on their Twitter. At least one person, get one of your friends to tune in at the same exact time. We'll build up our audience. We'll build up our viewer base, our viewing hours. We're trying to make partner, and we can't do that without your help. So please, 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 I'm begging you, help us out. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great one. Bye-bye.